All right. I think we are live here at CollectCo. It is Saturday night, June 28th, 2025. When you're on and watching, say hello, say something. I'm Paul. I am your substitute teacher for tonight. Let's see. I'm still getting used to these new monitors. We're trying to figure out what's going on here. Let's see. Yeah, when you're on and watching, let us know. Obviously going to be selling records tonight. We did not have a sale yesterday, but yeah, tonight's going to be good. Lots of auctions. We got a half price crate. I'll probably run through a crate or two of like buy now best offer stuff. There's some Japanese auctions in addition to the featured auctions from the Hype Post. What else is there? John crates. There's no way that I'm gonna even get through like half of the backlog of John crates over here. I think we have, let's see, 8, 10. We have 16 John crates over here that have never been shown, which is insane. Man, yeah, that's a lot. And I think he's bringing out more too. I don't know how he got that backed up on him. Because yesterday he must have been tearing it up back there. Let's see. Yeah. Saturday night record sale. Obviously, yeah, we're gonna kick it off with some new vinyl. Got auctions, half price, buy now best offer, new arrivals. There's some cool like 45 box sets. I don't know if you guys saw the Hype Post, but definitely some cool ones in here. Got like Off and Lee Hazelwood. There's some funk and soul 45 compilation type things. I'm not sure what this is. This is cool. I don't even. How do you even open this thing? I don't want to break it. I feel like I'm gonna break it if I pull on that. Does it just slide out somehow? Laura, where are you? Can you show me how this thing opens up? I don't want to break it. I'm sure you probably looked at it. Does this lid pop off? I don't know. Looks like something I'm gonna break. Funk and soul. Funk and soul. Let's see. Yeah, both of these. I don't know how. What? It's like a puzzle. No idea how to open this thing. Laura, if you're here and able to come up here at some, I mean, it doesn't have to be right now, obviously, but I'm gonna need some assistance for these things. I have no clue. I feel like I'm gonna, I don't know, damage the box somehow. The wooden ones bewildered me too, but you just pull the, okay, the lid does pull straight up. Man, I thought I might break it if I do that, but let's see. Okay, yeah, there we go. I see what you mean. Yeah, I couldn't tell if that was like cut perfectly for that or if I don't know. I thought there was a chance that it was actually nailed into it. Cool. These are cool. Very cool. Are these flexi discs? Yeah, they are. Cool. Sweet. Artwork on here is super cool too. Nice. All right. Obviously, I'm just killing a little bit of time here, letting people, you know, get logged in and watching and everything. What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I guess I'm running a little bit behind. I don't know what happened to the time, but is it 5:24, which is really like what, like 4:45 Chad time? So I think we're ahead of schedule. Let's see. I did listen to the 13th Floor Elevators, John Robb. Thank you again. I listened to it, I think like maybe 2 weeks ago or something like that. Very cool show. Great set list. I appreciate it very much. I can't remember what color the vinyl was on, but I can't remember. But yeah, it sounded basically, yeah, the sound quality was kind of what you would expect for a kind of low budget live show from the 60s. It wasn't really meant to be recorded, but still very cool. Let me see if I can bump up the volume on the microphone a little bit. It seems like it's a little low. Maybe that's a little bit better. There we go. You're just listening to the Psych playlist. Sweet. Yeah, if you guys see anything or hear anything on the Psych playlist or the folk and folk rock playlist, if there's anything on there that you are interested in, like maybe getting a reissue of or something, just let us know. Let us know and we can see if it's in print or in stock. All right. Yeah, Chad did go to Metallica. He went to Denver. I'm not sure what the schedule is or the itinerary. I think maybe they played last night and they're playing tomorrow night. I don't know if they play tonight or not. I have no idea what the plan is with that or what the schedule's like. But I do know that I'm here. I'm going to sell some records. And I guess I'll probably be doing a sale tomorrow night too. I don't know. I think the original plan was that Chad was going to do Coins and Knives tomorrow, but I don't think he's going to be back in time for that. Let's see. All right. Yeah, definitely needed a break. I don't think he had taken a day off in like, I don't know, way too long. Probably 2 or 3 weeks at least. So what size shirt do I wear? Like a medium, a smaller medium, probably a medium. Medium is the safe choice on that. Let's see. Not Chad. I am Paul. But let's go ahead and do this, create a new vinyl. No idea what's in here. I didn't even flip through it. I know it wasn't part of the flip crates or anything, so let's see what we have in here. Coldplay, A Rush of Blood to the Head, 140 gram black vinyl. That's new and sealed for $33.99. Coldplay, $33.99. Then we have George Harrison, Dark Horse, new and sealed copy for $38.99. $38.99. This is, Sparks, cool. Sonic Gut Punch. This is new and sealed for $34.99. It's on blue vinyl, heavyweight blue vinyl. Heavyweight blue vinyl on Sparks. And then we have, Stereolab. Is this the new one? I believe this is the new. I still haven't listened to this. Stereolab Instant Holograms on metal film. That's a new sealed copy for $39.99. $39.99. Have any more of those David Peel on the East Side, or are you able to get any? I'm not sure. Was that new vinyl? Was that a new vinyl title? Steve Weaver? I'm not sure about that one, but we can definitely look into it. It could be in one of these crates. I really do not know. I don't keep up with the new vinyl too much unless I'm like ordering stuff for a Sunday sale. But it's not in that crate over here. I'm not sure. I am not sure, but we will look into it for you if you're interested. Then we have Mudhoney. Every Good Boy Deserves Fudge. That's new and sealed for $33.99. The Psychedelic Furs. Talk, Talk, Talk. New and sealed $39.99. Portishead Dummy. Man, this is just a stone cold classic. If you don't have that in your collection, you need to pick that up. That's new and sealed for $44.99. I have 2 copies available. And Van Halen 5150, new and sealed for $39.99. $39.99 on Van Halen. Slayer. This is Undisputed Attitude. Slayer Undisputed Attitude, new and sealed copy for $34.99. $34.99. The Marijuana. Oh, yeah, that's a vintage record. I don't know if we have any of those now or not. I mean, that was made in, the late 60s, I think. I don't think that's ever been reissued, I don't believe, but it does pop up from time to time, so just, the more you watch, the more likely you are to see that title pop up. This is Wheatus. Wheatus, music on vinyl pressing, $39.99 on Wheatus. I don't know Wheatus, but that is $39.99. Music on vinyl pressing. And this is Petra. Come and join us, new and sealed on yellow vinyl. Remastered, $38.99. $38.99 on Petra. Got 2 copies of that. Slow Thrust, the packed Slow Thrust is $29.99. I don't think this was supposed to be in a new vinyl crate, but here it is. It looks like it's actually from 2018. It's on like orange vinyl. Slow Thrust, the packed, $29.99 on that. Ministry, The Mind is a Terrible Thing to Taste. That's a Music on Vinyl pressing for $39.99. $39.99 on Ministry. Here's another Ministry. This is The Land of Rape and Honey. That is a Music on Vinyl pressing as well. $39.99. Townes Van Zandt, For the Sake of the Song. That's a Vinyl Me Please Essential 50th Anniversary Edition on translucent blue vinyl remastered. $34.99. That is his debut album, I believe. If I remember right. Could be wrong about that. Let's see what's on here. Yeah, I think that's his debut. Am I wrong? Could be wrong. $34.99 on Townes Van Zandt. Sting, The Soul Cages. That's new and sealed for $34.99. Got 2 copies of that. How much was Slayer? Slayer, I believe that was $34.99. Where is that Slayer record? Yeah, new and sealed, $34.99. Slayer, Undisputed Attitude, $34.99. New and sealed. Thayer Morales, if you want that one, just let me know. More Sting, man, how many? We got 4 copies of that Sting record. And then we have Megadeth, Euthanasia. That's a picture disc release, $39.99. $39.99 on Megadeth. Warrant, Dog Eat Dog, Music on Vinyl pressing, $38.99 on that. Metal Massacre on Ruby Red Vinyl, new and sealed for $38.99. $38.99 on that. Metal Massacre Ruby Red Vinyl. I got 3 copies of that. If anybody is interested in one of those. Judas Priest, Screaming for Vengeance. That's a new sealed copy for $29.99. $29.99 on that. The Very Best of Billy Idol. Billy Idol, The Very Best of, new and sealed, $39.99. 2 LPs on that, $39.99. Pearl Jam 10, new and sealed copy for $28.99. Michael Jackson Thriller, new and sealed copy, $28.99. $28.99. White Lion, Fight to Survive. This is a splatter edition. Looks like white vinyl with black and red splatter. New and sealed for $34.99. And then Johnny Cash. This is, which one? American 5, 100 Highways. New and sealed, $33.99 on Johnny Cash. I'm going to fly through those one more time. Give me 1 second. All right, real quick, I'm just going to recap this crate, read the artists and titles. If you need price or have any other questions, just let me know. If you want to claim anything, just type the artist. Coldplay, Rush of Blood to the Head. George Harrison, Dark Horse. Sparks, Sonic Gut Punch. Stereolab, Instant Holograms on Metal Film. Mudhoney, Every Good Boy Deserves Fudge. Psychedelic Furs, Talk Talk Talk. Portishead Dummy, got 2 copies of that. Van Halen, 5150. Johnny Cash 5 is sold to Scott Margheim. Thank you, Scott. That is sold to you. That's the first sale of the night. And we have Wheatus. Wheatus on, that's a Music on Vinyl pressing there. And next is Petra, Come and Join Us on yellow vinyl. Petra, Come and Join Us. Slow Thrust, The Pact. Ministry, The Mind is a Terrible Thing to Taste. And then Ministry, The Land of Rape and Honey. Townes Van Zandt, For the Sake of the Song. Sting, The Soul Cages. Slayer, that was called Undisputed Attitude. That's new and sealed. Megadeth, Euthanasia. Warrant, Dog Eat Dog. Metal Massacre, that's the first volume on Ruby Red Vinyl. Metal Massacre. Judas Priest, Screaming for Vengeance. Billy Idol, The Very Best of Billy Idol. Got 2 copies of that. Pearl Jam 10. Pearl Jam 10. Michael Jackson Thriller, new and sealed copy. White Lion, Fight to Survive. And Johnny Cash, American 5. Johnny Cash, American 5. If you need anything out of that crate, just let me know. Let's see, what should we do next? Maybe the half off crate? Let's get it started with a half off crate. Half off crate. Let's do this right here. Get this put up on the table. All right. All right, half off crate. The price I say is the half off price. No more, no less. Let's get into it. Ryan Adams live at Carnegie Hall. It's the second pressing 6-disc box set, and that is a sealed copy from 2015. It was $119.99. Now it is $60. $60 on Ryan Adams. $60. War Platinum Jazz. War Platinum Jazz is $17.50. Roy Ayers In the Dark. Roy Ayers is $7.50. Any Trouble Wheels in Motion. Any Trouble is $7.50. This is Animals as Leaders Weightless, and that is on clear with blue and red splatter vinyl. $20 on Animals as Leaders. Tropia, Short Trip to Space. Tropia is an EX copy from 1977, $11.50. Leon Thomas, Full Circle. Leon Thomas is VG Plus, $10. $10 on Leon Thomas. Shake and Push. This is the Morels. Shake and Push, that's from 1982. It is sealed as well, $12.50. $12.50 on that. Buddy Miles Live. Buddy Miles is $15. Buddy Miles, $15. Brian Briggs, Combat Zone. Looks like a gold stamp promo there. $10 on that. Neil Young, On the Beach. Neil Young, On the Beach. Probably my favorite Neil Young record, and it's here in a half off crate for $25. No condition notes, $25 on that. No, we are doing auctions. I forgot, I was giving it a little bit of time before I put anything up too, but Tropia is sealed. Tropia is sealed to Michael Rudolph for half price. Shakedown on Buddy Miles. Almost said something else. Buddy Miles, that is sold. What else? Have I missed anything? No. What's up? All right. Neil Young. Let's go ahead and get a Japanese pressing up. Let's put up a Japanese auction here. Let's go ahead and start it off with Pat Benatar. Pat Benatar Precious Time Japanese with the Obi. There is an insert with it, and the vinyl looks near mint and pristine, as Chad would say. That's going to be a $35 start. $35 start on Pat Benatar Precious Time. $35 start on that. $35 start on that. And next is Quicksilver coming through. Quicksilver coming through is $10. $10 on Quicksilver. This is Coil. I'm surprised this is in here. Coil Love's Secret Domain Remastered Limited Dark River Red Vinyl. Coil is sealed on dark vinyl or dark red vinyl for $15. Lucas, it had no condition notes. There's some remnants of a price tag there. Let's see, I'm looking at it right now. I mean, it's a very nice copy. A couple of extremely light marks. I mean, it's like EX Plus for sure, and it's got the flower printed sleeve also on the inside, as you can see there. And yeah, just $25 on that. $25, Lucas, if you want that. I don't think that there were any new, there's no new vinyl tonight. No new vinyl. No new vinyl tonight. Let's see, did I miss anything else? You're looking for a $35 start on Pat Benatar there. Travis Wade on Coil. Sweet. I was listening to Throbbing Gristle last night, doing some crosswords. That is sold to Travis Wade. Let's see. Next, Oceans of Slumber, Starlight and Ash. That's on orange vinyl, and it is sealed, and it's $10. $10 on that. Keith Hartley, Lancashire Hustler. Keith Hartley, that's $20. Some British blues rock kind of stuff there, if you like that early Fleetwood Mac, Chicken Shack, Savoy Brown maybe, kind of all in that type of vein there. Let's see what's up with the Petty in the back. Petty, yeah, I know, he's just kind of chilling all by himself back there. It's a new sealed copy of his greatest hits, 2 LPs, $44.99 on that. I'm not sure why he's all alone over there, but Revelry 1969, let me know if you want that. Let's see. You got the Throbbing Grit. Oh, yeah, cool. I remember pricing that out a few weeks ago. I thought about setting it aside for auction. I was like, no, it's going to be first come, first serve. I figured there would probably be a pretty good demand for that one. That was the one I was actually listening to last night. 20 Jazz Funk Greats. It's a great album. Let's see. Spoken Reflection. Ocean Floor Vinyl. It is sealed for $15. $15 on that. Final call to get a $35 starting bid on Pat Benatar. Arthur Lee, Vindicator. Arthur Lee from the band Love. And this is a VG copy. It's got some covered image, but it's just $15 now. Arthur Lee, $15. The Quintet Future Tense. The Quintet is on United Artists Records. It was $29.99. Now it is $15. $15 on that. Let's see, Josh Brown on Oceans. That was right here, Oceans of Slumber. That is sold to Josh Brown. And let's see. Did I miss anything else? Let's see. Spoken. That's Spoken right there. Dwayne Colwell got Spoken. That is sold. Let's see. Man, Mitski, Puberty 2. Great album. White vinyl. Sealed. Laura loves Mitski. 3 heart rating on the Laura scale here. That is a sealed copy for just $12.50. Very good. Kind of artsy pop. Experimental pop. Very good stuff. Pat Benatar is a $35 buy it now if anybody wants it. Pat Benatar is a $35 buy it now. Let me get this put back together. $35 buy it now on Pat Benatar. Mitski is sold to Kristen Barnett. Robert Barnett, you were saying, I guess maybe that's going to the same home either way. That is sold for $12.50. And next, the Mamas and the Papas, if you can believe your eyes and ears. That is $10 now, no condition notes on that. Lou Reed, the Blue Mask. Lou Reed is $17.50. Little Milton, If Walls Could Talk, is sealed for $10. $10 on Little Milton. Betty Davis, Is It Love or Desire? I can't believe this is in a half-off crate. It was $59.99, now it's just $30. It's from 2009. A compilation of Betty Davis, I believe. Or not a compilation, I think it was like a, yeah, kind of lost album of hers or something like that. Let's see. Yeah, it was shelved and remained unheard for decades. Sundays put this out, $30 on Betty Davis. Great stuff there. Mama, Chuck Hawley on Mamas and the Papas. That's sold. That is sold to Chuck Hawley. Thank you very much. Next in the crate is Candido Drum Fever. Candido Drum Fever, VG Plus copy. Half off price is $15 on Candido. $15 on that. 13th Floor has not been auctioned. I don't think it's an original copy either. I think I've only put one record up for auction so far. And let's see, what else? What else do we have? Let's go ahead and put this up right here. Why not? More Japanese pressings here. We've got Bruce Springsteen, The River. Kind of has that, like, forget what you call this type of obi, but it just kind of tips on at the top there. Bruce Springsteen, The River. It's got both original inner sleeves, and it's got these inserts as well. The, I guess, English insert, really lyrics here. Yeah, English lyrics there, and the Japanese lyrics there. Let me check the vinyl real quick, just make sure that it is nice, and that disc is definitely nice. Near mint and pristine on disc 1. And Same with this one, yeah. Mirror mint copy. Bruce Springsteen, The River, Japanese import. That's going to be a $35 start. $35 start on Bruce Springsteen, The River, Japanese import. $35 start on that. $35 start on that. All right. Let's see. Next, Revolutionary Army of the Infant Jesus, The Gift of Tears. That is a experimental electronic album from 1987. It's a UK import. It was $59.99. Now it's $30. $30 on that. Did I get a tattoo? No, I've had this one. The F-hole, I've had that, and then this one as well. I haven't gotten a new tattoo in, I think, 12 years. My mom, I'm sure, is very happy that I haven't. Let's see. Next is Little Steven and the Disciples of Soul, Men Without Women. That is $7.50. Gene Vincent, Dressed in Black. $10 on Gene Vincent. Travis Wade on Revolutionary Army. That is sold to Travis Wade. Dwayne Caldwell, you were second. You were second on that. Let's see. Yeah, looking for a $35 start on Bruce. $35 start on Bruce Springsteen. Sopwith Camel. Sopwith Camel is a VG copy, but it's just $7.50. $7.50 on Sopwith Camel. MC5, Kick Out the Jams. It is the censored version. It is VG, but it's just $25. $25 on MC5, Kick Out the Jams. Classic there. Proto-punk, great stuff. MC5. Colors on the Dot Records label. That is half off for $10. Half off for $10. Sopwith Camel is sold to Michael Rudolph. That's sold to Michael Rudolph. Richard Yeager was second. Neil Ragler, you were third. And Sneakers. Ear Cartoons. Sneakers is, yeah, no condition notes. What does it say? New Wave? Yeah, New Wave from 1980. $7.50 on Sneakers. $7.50 on that. And then we've got Wishbone Ash. This one's called Pilgrimage, I believe. Is it Pilgrimage or Pilgrim? The Pilgrim. I don't know. Something like that. $10. It's a good album. Yeah, Pilgrimage. Yeah, $10. It is like a 80s reissue, it looks like, but $10 on that. $10 on Wishbone Ash. Let's see. Highlights Society. Was that a claim? Nick Orlando? This is the Highlight Society. Where did I see, or was that something I read off in here? Or are you saying that this is the Highlight Society that we are in right now? I'm surprised that Ryan Adams box set's still in there. That's crazy. Let's see. Hi. Wishbone Ash is definitely sold to Leslie and Gary Sylvie. That's sold. Michael Rudolph on Sneakers. Michael Rudolph on Sneakers. That is sold. Did I miss anything? There we go. Let's see. Phantom Canuck. No, I would not. I would not do that. That's a horrible idea. But who knows? Maybe I'll change. Final call to get a $35 start on Bruce Springsteen. That is a Japanese import. Beautiful. It was from the MC5. Yeah, you're right. My bad. I don't know why I get like tunnel vision when I'm doing these sales. And I'm like, if there's any kind of reference, sometimes it just goes over my head because I'm not paying attention. Info on the Ryan Adams. Tim Colino Jr. It's sealed. It is the second pressing from 2015, but it is sealed. It was $119.99. Now it's just $60, $60, 6 LPs. And yeah, let's keep going. Missed the Little Stevens claim. Did I? Where? Yep, there it is. Carol Puckett, Little Steven. Let me get that for Carol Puckett. Little Steven is sold to Carol Puckett. Thank you, Carol. Sorry about that. I definitely overlooked it. Is the Betty Davis a color variant? Luke Mitchell. Sorry, there were a few comments there that I just missed. I think it's on black vinyl. Yeah, it is. It's just on black vinyl. But yeah, $30. $30 on Betty Davis. $30. Luke Mitchell. Let me know if you're interested in that, or if anybody is interested in it. Make sure I didn't miss anything else. Let's see. Thank you, R.A. Brent is claiming Ryan Adams. Who asked about it? Tim Colino Jr. Tim, let me know if you want it. If you do not want it, it looks like Brent Ribley's going to take it. So just say, you know, sold or pass one way or another. But it is going to be sold to somebody. And if anybody wants Bruce Springsteen, The River, it's a Japanese import. It is a $35 buy it now. $35 buy it now on Bruce. Bruce Springsteen. Let me get this put back in here carefully. Don't want to mess up the Obi or anything. Let's see. Come on. It's a little bit tricky. Come on. There we go. All right. There's that. Luke, everything in here is half off sticker. It's going to be no more, no less. It will be $30. $30 is the buy now price on it. It was tagged $59.99. But yeah, if anyone wants Bruce, that's a $35 buy now. Tim Colino Jr. is going to pass. So this is sold to Brent Ribley for $60. That is sold to Brent Ribley. Thank you, Brent. That is sold to you. See anything else? Let me show a few more records, then I'll put up another auction. Hermanos Gutierrez, El Bueno y El Malo. That is $12.50 on Jackpot, or not Jackpot, but Easy Eye Sound Records there. Black vinyl. Not familiar with this one. What does it say? Inspired by old Western film scores and vintage Latin American sounds. Hypnotic and sensual instrumental journey through a haunted landscape where the haze of the desert meets the blue of a Kodachrome ocean. Produced by Dan Auerbach. Cool. Produced by Dan Auerbach. All right, let's put up another Japanese auction, I guess. We're 0 for 2 on them, but I'll try another. Let's see. How about this one? Let's set this over here so it doesn't get messed up somehow. This is Huey Lewis and the News, sports classic. Always makes me think of American Psycho, though, but Huey Lewis and the News, sports, Japanese import, and the vinyl is super clean. Near mint, as you would expect, and this is going to be a $35 start. $35 start on Huey Lewis. What's up, Toby? What's up, man? MC5 was $25. It is a censored version, and it is VG, but it's $25. And then, let's see, Dino Vinyl Vixen colors. No condition notes at all from 1968, $10. $10 on that if you want that. $10, yeah, no problem, I understand, Darren. Yeah, looking for a $35 start on Huey Lewis. Next is Bill Lloyd, Feeling the Elephant. Bill Lloyd, yeah, Nashville legend, $10. Got 2 copies of that. Bill Lloyd, Feeling the Elephant. And then Joni Mitchell, Mingus. I like this album a lot. $12.50. Jaco Pastorius is all over that thing. Very cool. Pretty jazzy, but also there's a song on here called The Wolf That Lives in Lindsay that I like a lot. Now let's see. Betty Davis sold. Betty Davis is sold to Luke Mitchell. Thank you, Luke. That is sold to you. Price on Hermanos, I think it was like $12.50 maybe. Yeah, it was $24.99. Half price makes it $12.50. Donna Turner is going to pick up Joni. Joni Mitchell sold to Donna Turner. Thank you very much. That is sold. JM. Oh, Joni Mitchell. Ron Fuller, you were second on that. You were second on Joni Mitchell. Let's see. Kristen Barnett, let me know if you want the Hermanos Gutierrez. That was $12.50. Cool. That is sold. That's sold to Kristen Barnett. Thank you very much. Final call on Huey Lewis and the News, sports. The Incredible String Band. This is great. 2 LPs. Yeah, it's an original UK import from 1970. It does have some cover damage. It was $29.99. Now it's $15. $15 on Incredible String Band. Do I know if we have Rush's A Show of Hands? I do not know. I don't remember seeing that one recently. It's possible that we have them somewhere around here, but I do not know, unfortunately. Let's see. I'll take Colors. Denise. Oh, that's Denise. Hey, all right. Colors is sold to Denise Oftedal over on, is that Twitch? Is that what that icon is? I don't think I've actually hosted a sale since we had Twitch connected over here. If anyone buys or claims anything over there, I probably will not know who you are because I don't know the, I don't know the usernames that you guys are going by. Let's see. It was on the other night. Was it new vinyl or used? I'm not sure. Michael Butler's MB. I'll try to remember that. That should be easy enough. Someone should grab that incredible string band, though. Great stuff. Spirit, Son of Spirit. Yeah, this is, what's that song on here? The Other Song? If you guys haven't heard The Other Song by Spirit, you should definitely check it out. No condition notes on this. That's $10. $10 on Spirit. $10 on that. Darren Chrisman's over there, too. Cool. And Kelly Vladarchuk is Space Orca. Nice. Great name. Let's see. It might be up here. Oh, we've got that Billy Nichols record. Sweet. Let me just see if it is in this crate. If it's not, then I really have no clue where it would be. I do not know. It's not in that one. There are a ton of crates of new vinyl hanging around here, and I just don't know where it would be, or if we even have any in stock. They might have sold out. I'm not sure. Don't know. Unfortunately, there's not really a rhyme or reason for anything that's in the crates up here. Unfortunately, Leslie and Gary Sylvie is going to get the incredible string band. That is sold to Leslie and Gary Sylvie. Thank you very much. Neil Ragler, it was that, like, was it? It's not self-titled, but it's that 2LP thing. You, that's what it's called. You. 2 LPs. It was a UK original, but that is sold. That is sold. Do I know who the producer is on the third album from the back of the crate? Like back here? Let's see. So it was 1, 2, 3. Any Trouble? This one? The producer? Mike Howlett? Mike Howlett looks like produced that one there. Mike Howlett. Mega Blast 9. Might be in the racks. It could be. How much for How the West Was Won? Have I shown How the West Was Won? I don't know if I've shown that one either. How the West Was Won. How the West Was Won. Yeah, I don't remember reading that either. I'm just shocked that Neil Young is still in there. Yeah, I don't see that in there at all. Let's see. Huey Lewis Sports is a $35 buy it now if anyone wants it. $35 buy it now on Huey Lewis if anyone wants it. $35 buy it now if anyone wants it. There's that. And that. And there's the vinyl. If anyone wants Huey Lewis, it's a $35 buy it now. Let's go ahead and put up one of these 45 box sets that were featured. This is Off First 4 EPs. Off First 4 EPs. It's a 2010 US repress without the band cover art. All of these 7 inches are EX or better. This is a $25 start. First EP, second EP, third EP, fourth EP. Great stuff here. Great band. Off. That's a $25 start. $25 start on that. $25 start. Oh, How the West Was Won. Oh, right there. My bad. I should have known that. I didn't even realize that I looked at it. How the West Was Won is $214.99. $214.99. That's the Super Deluxe box set. 3 CDs, 4 LPs, a DVD, HD audio, download card, individually numbered. Has an album cover art print, 52-page book, Yeah, that's new and sealed for $214.99. $214.99. Let's see. Anything else? Anything else? Did I miss anything? Any other claims or anything? Trying to get caught up here. Let's see. Off 25, off 26, off 30, off 27. Robert Barnett has it for 30. Yeah. Off is at $30 with Robert Barnett. That's the high bid. Going once, going twice. Next is Denzel Curry, Taboo. Denzel Curry, that is a sealed copy for just $15. 15 bucks on Denzel Curry. Denzel Curry, 15 bucks. Jethro Tull. It's their debut album. This was $12.50. $12.50 on Jethro Tull. Rustics, Bedlam. That is a VG Plus copy from 1969. That's $10 now, just 10 bucks with the die cut cover there. Candido, Beautiful, Candido on Blue Note. That was $39.99. Now it's 20 bucks. No condition notes. It's a 1971 original pressing. Mike Bartlett on Jethro Tull. Jethro Tull is sold to Mike Bartlett. Thank you very much. Does Denzel have Vengeance on it? Let's see. Does it have a... There it is. Yes, it does. That's one of the last tracks with JPEG Mafia and Zilla Kami, maybe? The JPEG Mafia is on there. Yeah, that does have Vengeance. Michael Reed, let me know if you want that. See, Richard Yeager, you were second on Jethro Tull. Ron Fuller, you were third. And final call on the Off box set. Final call on Off. Robert Barnett has it for 30 bucks. Final call, $30 with Robert Barnett. Next in the crate is Nordisk Krim, maybe? Tusmork? Yeah. It's on Magenta Vinyl. It's a prog folk space rock record on Magenta Vinyl. It was $34.99. Now it is $17.50. That artwork is crazy. $17.50 on that one. $17.50 on that. And the last one in the crate is one of the worst album covers I've ever seen. The Cats, 45 Lives. I showed this one to Tanner earlier, and it's a sight to behold. $12.50 on the Cats, 45 Lives. Awful. Let's see, did I miss anything else? Michael Reed is going to pick up that Denzel Curry. Sweet. Yeah, Michael Reed on Denzel Curry for half price. That makes it, yeah, those 15 bucks on that for Michael Reed over on Twitch. Donna Turner, you were second on that. Yeah, just, it's ridiculous. I don't know what they were thinking. So, I love Cats, but there's a limit, you know. Pretty awful. Let's go ahead and sell Off. Off is sold to Robert Barnett for 30 bucks. That's sold to Robert Barnett for $30. I guess I'll put this 45 bucks that's in that crate there. All right. What else? Let's do this one. Some very early Billy Joel. Why not? Some Psych from Billy Joel. I actually have not listened to this particular one, but yeah, this is the Hassles, of course. The Hassles. Very early Billy Joel. Thank you, Laura. Early Billy Joel on that. The Hassles, Hour of the Wolf. Hour of the Wolf. Really nice jacket, too, on United Artists. And yeah, there he is right there. The Piano Man himself. Billy Joel, The Hassles, Hour of the Wolf. It is an original copy from 1969. EX condition, too. $25 start. Just a $25 start. EX is very conservative on this, too. This is a really nice copy. It's going to be a $25 start on the Hassles, Hour of the Wolf. $25 start on the Hassles. Billy Joel before his solo career. Very cool. Yeah. Slack and Billy Joel in the same sentence is hard to compute. I agree. Let's see. Next. Cats. Actually, someone did claim Cats. Space Orca. That's, is that Kelly over there? Kelly Vladarchik. The Cats, 45 Lives. So that is sold to you over there. Let's see. Ron Fuller, yeah, I was going to say that is a $25 star. That's up for auction. Ron Fuller has that for $25. That is at $25 with Ron Fuller. Attila, yeah, forgot about Attila. Also, I have listened to that one. Yeah, he did a few things before he went solo. Let's recap this crate real quick. If there's anything you need the price on or anything, just let me know. Everything in here is half price. War, Platinum Jazz, Roy Ayers, In the Dark, Any Trouble, Wheels in Motion. This was Animals as Leaders, Waitlist, still available. Leon Thomas, Full Circle. Shake and Push, that's the Morels. Brian Briggs, Combat Zone. Quicksilver, that's Quicksilver Messenger Service coming through, still available. And On the Beach, someone needs to get, I mean, $25 is a steal for that record. Neil Young, On the Beach, probably his best. Was it, yeah, Ambulance Blues, probably my favorite. Revolution Blues is great too, though. And Vampire Blues, and the title track, Walk On. Man, classic, fantastic record there. The Hassles is at $40 with Mark Fallon, going once, going twice. Any Sparks Japanese pressings? I don't think we have any Sparks Japanese. We do have we had one of the records, a new vinyl, but let's see. Beach. Yeah, Mark Fallon, On the Beach. Thank you. You will not be disappointed, I guarantee it. Quicksilver is sold to Richard Yeager. That's sold to Richard Yeager. And what else? What else? Yeah. Hassles, Billy Joel, that is at $40 with Mark Fallon. Everybody else is out. That is at $40. What's the ELO in the crate behind? That is the very best of Electric Light Orchestra all over the world. It is a new and sealed copy for $34.99. It's on red vinyl. $34.99. If you want that, just let me know. It was $34.99. What's the Led Zeppelin off to the left? That is the How the West Was Won Super Deluxe box set. It's new and sealed for $214.99. Hassles is now at 52 with Mark Fallon. Richard Yeager, You Are Out. Ron Fuller, You're Out. That's at 52 with Mark Fallon. Let's keep going through this crate. Keith Hartley, Lancashire Hustler. Keith Hartley. Arthur Lee, From Love. Arthur Lee, Vindicator. It is a VG copy, but it's only $15. $15 for Arthur Lee. The Quintet, Future Tense, is still available. Lou Reed, The Blue Mask. Little Milton, If Walls Could Talk. Candido, Drum Fever, promo sticker on the bottom there. Gene Vincent, Dressed in Black. MC5, it is a censored version, VG, but it's just $25. Give me 1 second. Let me make sure. Bought a Paul album, that means Roxy is next. Let's see. Joel out. Richard Yeager, let me know if you want back in on the Hassles. That is at 52, I believe. Yeah, 52 with Mark Fallon. Richard Yeager, you have been out there. That's going twice, going 3 times. Let me know if you want back in. It's now at 60 with Richard Yeager. Thank you for letting me know. GV, Gene Vincent, Brent Robley. Nice. I feel like this is like, man, he was like almost early punk. I know it's rockabilly, but like there's like footage of him in like France or something where he like walks out on stage in like crutches. He'd like mess up his leg or something. He just ends up like throwing him and rocking out. Oh, it's great. If you can find that clip, it's fantastic. Gene Vincent had a punk attitude before punk was even thought of. Bill Lloyd. We do have 2 copies of that. Bill Lloyd, Feeling the Elephant. They're $10. Nashville, country rock kind of stuff. Son of Spirit. I'm telling you, it's worth it just for the other song. It's one of the best songs they ever did. $10 on Spirit. Highly psychedelic song on that. Any Mild David? No, I don't know if we have any Mild David tonight or not. Y'all got any of that Mild David? Let's see. Mark Fallon, The Hassles is back to you now. It's at $60 with Richard Yeager. The Queen Greatest Hits Half Speed Master is great. Yeah, I bet those Half Speed Masters really do sound fantastic. All right. Next, in the crate, Rustics, Bedlam, $10, VG Plus copy. Candido, Beautiful, still available, and Nordisk Krim. It looks cool. I mean, the cover is bizarre. It's like, it was described as like, yeah, prog, folk, and space rock on magenta vinyl, 2 LPs, $17.50 on that. $17.50 $50 on that one. Mark Fallon, where you at? Mark, it's going twice, going 3 times. And it is at 60. Wait, is it at 60? Yeah, $60 with Richard Yeager. Richard Yeager. All right. Get that crate out of the way. If anyone wants anything else, pull some deets on the hat. Yeah, it's an original 1969 press. Laura marked it EX. It's at least EX. It's EX, EX Plus. It's a really nice copy. The jacket's super nice too. Probably VG Plus, just like very light shelf wear. Spine's nice. It does have this little line right here. I just noticed, but it's kind of hard to see it. You have to hold it in the right light. But yeah, there he is. The Piano Man, Billy Joel, right there. Nice gatefold copy. EX, EX Plus. Super nice. We will have Mild David. Everybody get hyped. Get hyped. All right, 69 for 69. So the Hassles, Billy Joel is at $69 now. Richard Yeager, it's back to you. That's at $69 with Mark Fallon. What am I going to put up next? Probably Buy It Now or Best Offer crate. Buy It Now or Best Offer. I saw this one earlier. I think this one, yeah, this looks like a pretty good crate to go through. What's up, man? You heading out? All right. Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't even, there's no way I'm going to be able to get to all of it. I think there's 16 crates. I don't know what we're going to do with that. I can hardly go through like 5 crates in a night. I'm not Chad. I'll try to go through a few of them at least, though. All right. Let's do it looks like mostly new pre-owned kind of stuff. So these are going to be Buy Now Best Offer. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything else. We have Badlands. Not tonight. Did we auction one on Thursday? I know we had Voodoo Highway. I didn't watch though. I think we had that up Thursday. I might be wrong though. Let's see. Hassles out. Let's make the Hassles a final call. Final call on the Hassles. That's at $69 with Mark Fallon. $69 with Mark Fallon. Final call. Let's do a Buy Now Best Offer crate. I think this is probably going to be mostly stuff that Laura marked. Pretty sure. Maybe me and Laura. I have no idea. Let's see what's in here. Wilco. Live at the Troubadour, LA, 1996. It's an RTI pressing. 2 LPs. Looks like a Record Store Day exclusive. Yep. What year? 2018. Looks like it's a sealed copy, limited to 5,000. $49.99. $49.99 on Wilco. Let's see if I can angle this up a little bit. Might be a little bit better there. Gregory Roberts got it. Sweet. Nice. Next. David Byrne and Fatboy Slim, Here Lies Love. What a collaboration. And then featuring a ton of people. Even Steve Earle's on this thing. Crazy. This is sealed for $34.99. Yeah, David Byrne and Fatboy Slim and 21 Friends. Florence Welch from Florence and the Machine is on here. Tori Amos. This is bizarre. Cyndi Lauper. Sharon Jones. Cool. Sealed $34.99. $34.99 on that. Next is a record. This is Willie Colon. Yeah, cool. Willie Colon. El Juicio from Fania Records. This is going to be good. Latin type stuff here. Sealed copy. It's a 2022 reissue, but it's sealed for $24.99. $24.99. I remember we had the debut. That collection that I picked up was really solid. But yeah. So I guess you got it Thursday. You got Voodoo Highway on Thursday at least. Awesome. Let's see. Let's go ahead and sell the Hassles. The Hassles, Billy Joel, that is sold to Mark Fallon for $69. Don't really see the Hassles stuff or the Attila, any of that pre-Billy Joel stuff. We don't see it too often. That's a good pickup there, Mark Fallon. That is sold to you for $69. Thank you very much. Let's see. Has Chad entered the chat? Yep. There he is. He's going to blow up the feed, and I'm not going to be able to keep up with anything. I'm just kidding. Let's see what's next. Let's do another one of these 45 box sets. One of my favorite artists here. It's a Lee Hazelwood box set. You Turned My Head Around. Lee Hazelwood Industries, 1967 to 70. Limited edition 45 box set from Light in the Attic. Let's see. Oh, it's got one of those magnetic things here. Sweet. This is a 2012 Record Store Day exclusive. Cool. Pretty early Record Store Day here. Limited to 3,000 hand-numbered copies. This is number 68 out of 3,000. 11 7-inch singles, a 45 adapter, and a puzzle of Lee Hazelwood. All 7 inches are EX or better. And it's just going to be a $35 start, too. Very cool. The woodchucks. Yeah, it's like stuff that he produced on his label and some of his own releases as well. Very cool. And there's the puzzle. That's great. There is the Lee Hazelwood puzzle. That is a $35 start. $35 start. And there's the 45 adapter. $35 start on Lee Hazelwood. Let me see. How am I going to... Yeah, let's maybe do this right here. We'll leave it like that. Hopefully it does not fall over. Let's see. Did I miss anything else? Did I miss anything else? Scrolling up a little bit. Brent Ribley said W. Was W Wilco, Brent Ribley? Brent, let me know if W was for Wilco. I'm just making sure on that. Everything in here is buy now or best offer. Brent, I just saw that W comment. Just let me know that that was for Wilco. And let me make sure I didn't miss anything else. Roxy, man, no one on Lee Hazelwood. Looking for a $35 start on that. $35 start on that. Let's see. Brent, just let me know about that W coming. I'm assuming it was Wilco. I just want to make sure before I put it in the crate. Funk Inc. Funk Incorporated. That's sealed. Reissue. $24.99. $24.99. Oregon. This is a really cool band. Great cover too. Yeah. Heavy California funk and soul. Yeah. Some like neo soul funk kind of stuff. Really good. Sealed. $24.99 on that. $24.99 on Oregon. Soft Machine. It's not the group Soft Machine. This is Arlo Parks with their album titled My Soft Machine. Arlo Parks is sealed on green vinyl, neo soul. Just $14.99 for Arlo Parks. $14.99 on that. Let's see. Final call on Lee Hazelwood. Looking for a $35 starting bid. Final call to get a bid on that. We're going 18. Donna Turner. Let's do the classic $2 Paul bump here. Oregon I'll do for $20. $20 on that, and I'll sell it to you. $20 on that. Next is Cut Worms. Cut Worms, self-titled. That is sealed on Sea Glass Wave, Dream Pop / folk. Sealed $19.99 for Cut Worms. I think I've listened to them, but it's been a while. It's pretty solid from what I remember. Let's see, Wood Forest. Was that something in here? Wood Forest. I don't see anything in here called Wood Forest. Let's see, Oregon 20. That is sold to Donna Turner. Donna Turner on Oregon. That is sold. What's up, homie? Auctions. Yeah, you can just set it right there. That's cool. I'll dig them out. Cool. I'll go ahead and get this one up next since someone keeps blowing up the feed asking about it. Let's see. Brent. Let's see. Brent, did I miss a comment from you? I was just wanting to make sure that your W comment was for Wilco. Brent Ribley, just confirm with me that W was a claim for Wilco. When you get a chance. Let's see. Next is Trash Sultana. Maybe Tash. There's no R there. Tosh Sultana, maybe. Sugar EP. That is sealed for $14.99. It's on pink marbled vinyl, funk, reggae. If anyone wants Lee Hazelwood, it is a $35 buy it now. $35 buy it now on Lee Hazelwood. Was it 11 singles? Lee Hazelwood Industries. Or LHI Records. Is it Industry? Yeah, it is Industries, yeah. LHI Come on. Trying to get these in here carefully with the puzzle too. $35 buy it now on Lee Hazelwood. All right. Wilco. Yeah, cool. I just wanted to make sure Brent Wilco is sold to Brent Rabley. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let me move this over here real quick. And let's see. Next. All right. Give me 1 second here. Oop. Easy. All right. No problem. Man, Lee Hazelwood. Someone's got to get it. Someone needs Lee Hazelwood. I know it. Roxy Music. Here it is. Someone kept blowing up the chat about it, and here she is, covered up a little bit because Facebook has gotten, I think, even more strict about what can and cannot be shown. Plus, I mean, you know, we want to keep it family friendly anyways, but this is a 1974 US Presswell copy. It is in fantastic condition. The vinyl is really nice. It does have the original accompanying sleeve, but it does have some spine damage here. That's the only thing wrong with it, but overall, really nice copy. I actually listened to this the other day, and yeah, it's gonna be a $20 start. $20 start on Roxy Music. Mark, where are you? Or whoever wants to bid on it. That is a $20 start. Let's see. Next, the Fatback Band. Keep on stepping. The Fatback Band is sealed. 1999. It's a 2021 reissue. The Fatback Band. 1999 on that. Let's see. That's at $20 for Mark Fallon. And we've got Howling Book 11, something like that maybe? 11, Howling Book. 2 LPs, first ever vinyl pressing featuring Elaine Johannes, Natasha Schneider, and Jack Irons. Includes 3 previously unreleased bonus tracks, sealed, $24.99, alternative rock. Next, Franzoli? Oh, it's the Psychedelic Porn Crumpets, cool. Psychedelic Porn Crumpets, C Blue Splatter Vinyl, sealed, $29.99. Australian psych band, they, maybe it's been a while now, but the Psychedelic Porn Crumpets used to tour with King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Condition, Richard, the vinyl is near mint. The cover, probably VG, just because it does have some wear on the spine. Maybe it's like a strong VG, almost VG plus. The front and the gatefold and the back and everything's good, but it does have some wear on the spine. That's at $20 with Mark Fallon. That is at $20 with Mark Fallon. And let's see, what else? Okay, let's keep going. This is a buy now best offer crate. This is Blood, Sweat, and Tears. What the hell happened to Blood, Sweat, and Tears? Let's see, it's a live recordings from, 1970 live recordings from the acclaimed documentary featuring Spinning Wheel and When I Die, and You've Made Me So Very Happy. This is a sealed Record Store Day exclusive, $19.99 on that. This is Roxy Music's 3rd album. This is the one they made right after Brian Eno left the band. He was on their first 2, and this is the one right after that. This is the London Suede Auto Fiction. The London Suede Auto Fiction is sealed on gray vinyl, $24.99. And then this is Skyway Soul, Gary, Indiana, from the Numera group. Man, I love the stuff these guys put out. Sealed, $24.99 on that. And let's see, Leslie and Gary Sylvie Blood, $15. Blood, Sweat, and Tears sold to Leslie and Gary Sylvie for $15. That is sold, sold. Let's see. I didn't think he was on this one. He's not credited on here, at least. Let's see, Stranded, depending on country of release, was Eno's last album with the band. I think this one was, without Eno, right? The 3rd one? Yeah, this is the one they put out right after he left. London Suede, $20. London Suede, $20. That is sold to Jeremy Bryant. Thank you, Jeremy Bryant. That's sold to you for $20. And then this is It's Too Late. This is Wilson Pickett. Wilson Pickett, It's Too Late. Sealed on cream vinyl, $19.99 for Wilson Pickett. Let's see. Lissy, Watch Over Me, the early works from 2002 to 2009 on yellow vinyl. Sealed, folk rock, $14.99 on Lissy, $14.99 on that. The Autumn Defense. The Autumn Defense is sealed for $14.99. $14.99 on that. Then Sunvolt, Electro Melodier, something like that. Sunvolt, it's on tan vinyl, sealed, $24.99. $24.99. Final Call on Roxy Music. I almost forgot that this was even up here, but Final Call, that's at $20 with Mark Fallon. Final Call. Let's see, what else did I miss? Wilson, yeah, Wilson Pickett. Wilson Pickett is sold to Richard Yeager. Actually, sorry, Donna Turner made an offer first. Richard Yeager offered full price. So Donna Turner, if you want this, it would be full price. That was $19.99. If you want to pass, then it is sold to Richard Yeager for full price. Autumn, was that this one here? Yeah, the Autumn Defense, that is sold to Mark Fallon. Thank you, Mark. That's sold to you. That is sold to Mark Fallon. What else? Did I miss anything else? Nope. Got a email from Discogs saying my want list has been updated. I've got new listings on my want list. Donna Turner, let me know if you want that. Let's go ahead and sell Roxy Music. Sell Roxy Music to Mark Fallon. Mark Fallon asked for it, and he got it for just one bid, $20. Roxy Music sold to Mark Fallon for $20. That's sold to Mark Fallon for $20. Any Japanese? Yeah, I've put up 3 Japanese records for auction, and none of them even got a bid. Wilson Pickett sold to Donna Turner. That is sold to Donna Turner for full price. That was $19.99. I'm going to keep going with the featured auctions, I believe. Actually, I think this one was featured, and it's also Japanese, so let's just go ahead and put it up. So, featured Japanese auction. This is Van Halen, 1984, Japanese import. And this is an original Japanese import from 1984 with the Obi, of course, and it has the insert. See, it's missing the sticker sheet. Unfortunately, that's the only thing wrong with it, I guess. That's the only thing missing, but the vinyl, no condition notes at all. This is going to be a $45 start. $45 start on Van Halen, 1984. $45 start on Van Halen, 1984 Japanese import. That is a $45 start. Next in the crate is Sunvolt Union. It's on colored vinyl. What color? Maroon, marbled, sealed, $19.99 on Sunvolt. This is Justin Townes Earl. Yuma, Justin Townes Earl, sealed on gold vinyl. Record Store Day exclusive, $19.99 on that. And next, Crown Jewels, Volume 3 from Big Crown, the Big Crown Records label. Sealed, R&B Funk Soul Compilation, sealed $19.99 on Crown Jewels. Gregory Roberts is in on Van Halen at $50. I'm going to mute my mic for just 1 second. All right, I'm back. So Van Halen's up. Let's put up something else too, right? Why not? I think this is sealed, right? Oh, yeah. Some sealed OG Prince from 1990. This is Prince, Thieves in the Temple. Prince, Thieves in the Temple. It's a sealed 12-inch single, I believe, or EP maybe. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, I think it's a 12-inch single. It's kind of confusing here. Thieves in the Temple remix, Thieves in the House mix, and Temple House dub. Prince is sealed. It's a $15 start. $15 start on Prince from 1990. And let's see, Nick Gugliotti is in on Van Halen at 52. That's at $52 with Nick Gugliotti. Gregory Roberts, you've been outbid. We're looking for a $15 start on Prince. Let's see. Will I put up Johnny Cash or Funkadelic after Van Halen? Sure, if I can find it. I think all the auctions are up here now. I'm sure they're probably in this crate over here. Let's see. There's that one, and what was the other one? There it is. Yeah, let's go ahead and do those next, or at least one of them. All right, Prince is at $15 with Kathy Collinsworth. That's at $15 with Kathy Collinsworth. And Van Halen's now at $60 with Gregory Roberts. This is Little Bangers from Richard Hawley's Jukebox. That is sealed. I guess this, I don't know, it's supposed to be numbered out of 250. It just says OOP. I wonder if it's like a promo type thing, maybe. Sealed on lilac vinyl, $29.99 on that, $29.99. Prince is now at 18. Can ask what the Led Zeppelin is to the lower left. Yeah, that's How the West Was Won. It is the Super Deluxe box set. Super Deluxe. It's got 3 CDs, 4 LPs, a DVD, art print, 52-page book, new and sealed for $214.99. $214.99. Let's see, I think you're the third to ask about it. Maybe third time's a charm. Maybe the third person to ask about it will buy it. That's $214.99. Kathy is back in on Prince at 20. Let's see, Jukebox for 25. Definitely. That is definitely sold to Robert Warner for 25. Thank you, Robert. That's sold to you. We've got Stephen Pardon on Twitch bidding on Van Halen. That's now at $61 with Stephen Pardon. And Prince is now at 21 with Donna Turner. So 21, 61, those are both going once, going twice. Next is Nick Lowe, Dig My Mood. Includes bonus rarities, EP, blue and yellow vinyl, sealed, $29.99 on Nick Lowe. And this is a buy now or best offer crate. It's the Led Zeppelin 3, the Led Zeppelin 3. It's a repress, new reissue even. It's like a remaster by Jimmy Page, new and sealed, $33.99. Everything in this crate over here, this left crate, this is all new and sealed stuff from our new vinyl distributor. All right, Kathy is out on Prince. That's at 21 with Donna Turner. Let's go ahead and just make that a final call. Prince is at 21 with Donna Turner, final call. And who else was bidding on Van Halen? Was that Gregory Roberts? Yeah, Gregory Roberts, let me know if you... Oh, and he... Of course, right when I'm about to say something, the bid pops up. Gregory Roberts is in at $70 on Van Halen, and Prince is at 21. Final call. Next is the Fatback Band, Raising Hell. That is sealed for $24.99. And then Terry Collier, Sweet Speak Your Piece. Terry Collier, fantastic. I think I put one of his songs on my on that folk and folk rock playlist. Great stuff. Sealed, green vinyl, $24.99 on that. Smoke Fairies, Carried in Sound. That is sealed with a signed insert. Cool. $24.99. And I think, it says it's on colored vinyl. Maybe the barcode probably pulls up multiple pressings, so we aren't able to identify which color it is. Crown Jewels 12, says Colin Butler. Where was it? I think that one already sold. No, it did not. It was $19.99. I'll do 15 on it, Colin. It's a sealed copy. I'll do 15 on that if you want to do that. Let's go ahead and sell Prince to Donna Turner for 21. Prince is sold to Donna Turner for $21. Thieves in the Temple. Thank you, Donna. That's sold to you for 21 bucks. That is sold. Van Halen out. Sanford Williamson is in on Van Halen at 75. Gregory Roberts, you've been outbid. Colin Butler said okay, so let's go ahead and sell Crown Jewels Volume 3 to Colin Butler for 15 bucks. Thank you, Colin. That is sold to you. And zoom out a little bit. Maybe that's a little bit better. I can't. Ever since it got like attached to the table, I haven't quite been able to figure out the best place to put it. Let's go ahead and put this one up right here. Let's see, it is a 1966 US reissue, but this is Johnny Cash. Sings the songs that made him famous. The jacket's in nice shape. Vinyl is graded VG. VG vinyl. It is on the Sun, the Memphis, Tennessee Sun label there. Graded VG. It doesn't look that bad, at least in this light. Does not look too bad at all. Looks like it should play completely fine. This is going to be a $15 start. $15 start on Johnny Cash. There is a little bit of maybe some writing right there, some Sharpie, something like that. Looks like they actually blacked out stereo. Wonder if I don't know if this is a mono copy. I don't know. I don't think so. But that is a $15 start. See Van Halen out. Thanks for letting me know, Gregory. Van Halen is at 75 with Sanford Williamson, and that is a final call. Final call on that. Final call on Van Halen. Final call, $75. John Durden, the Johnny Cash is a 1966. 1966. Kelly Wlodarczyk, I'll do, I think that's like maybe third in line. If I can find, I don't know exactly where it is, but I'll put that up soon for sure. There's another one in line that I'm going to put up after one of these two here sells. Next in the crate, we're doing a buy now, best offer crate. This is Mamona. Brian Ferry. There's some more Roxy Music related stuff there. Sealed Half-Speed Master, $24.99 for Brian Ferry. Sunvolt, Balamina, something like that, Balamina. Sealed just $9.99. Sunvolt, $9.99. The Justin Townes Earl is still available. Nicholas Hostetler, sorry. That second T was looking like an L to me. Where was that? Justin Townes Earl? Yeah, right here, Yuma. Sealed on gold vinyl, $19.99. If you're interested in that, just let me know. I'll put it in the back so I can get to it easily. Ooh, cool. Flaming Lips, the Soft Bulletin. Flaming Lips, it is a 2009 US reissue. It does not have the CD, but it's $59.99. Great album. Flaming Lips, $59.99 on that. Buy now, best offer. Justin Townes Earl, 15, sold. Nicholas Hostetler, that is sold to you for 15 bucks. Let's see. Van Halen, I need to go ahead and sell that. Let's do that real quick. Van Halen is sold to Sanford Williamson over on YouTube. Sanford, have you bought from us before? You might have bought from us within the last week or two. I haven't done a sale in a while, so I know we've gotten a lot of new buyers, and I don't know everyone's name yet. But if you have or have not, just let me know. Just let me know. I guess I need to know either way. Let me get this stuff all put back together. It's a really, really nice Japanese copy here. That is sold to Sanford Williamson for $75. Final call on Johnny Cash. I think we only got one bid. Johnny Cash is at $15 with Kristen Barnett. Final call on that. 40. I don't know if I can do $20 off, Thomas. Let's do 48. That would be me still taking $12 off. I'll do $48 on it. It doesn't have the CD, but it is really nice. Are we on a new billing? So this is the last night for the current invoice cycle. So like last Sunday, I guess we didn't have a sale last Sunday, but yeah, Monday through tonight is one full billing cycle. First time, but I'm registered. Thank you for letting me know, Sanford. And that's a great first purchase for you. That will be on your invoice that'll go out on Monday. And Brent Ribley is in on Johnny Cash at 18. Thomas Hujar is going to get the Flaming Lips for $48. Thank you, Thomas. That is sold to you for $48. And Johnny Cash is still getting bids. So, I think I missed something else. What was it? Brian Ferry? Brian Ferry, 20. Yeah, let's sell Brian Ferry to Jeremy Bryant for 20 bucks. Thank you very much. That is sold. Invoices, yeah, the invoice will go out Monday, probably sometime in the afternoon. They usually start getting those out like sometime between noon and 4, somewhere in that range is when they start doing it. So if you don't get one by like 4 or 5 o'clock, don't worry, it'll go out at some point on Monday. Let's see, is that Ferry the BMG Deluxe? Let's see, it is. It's the Deluxe reissue half speed. Yeah, that is sold though. It is sold to Jeremy Bryant. Yeah, sorry about that, Jeremy. I overlooked your first offer on that. Thank you for bringing that back to my attention. Kristen Barnett is at 20 on Johnny Cash. Brent Ribley, let me know if you want back in. It is time to put up another auction. Man, this is good stuff here. Good stuff. All right. Let's see. This is in shrink. I don't know if this is the original shrink for this album, though. Might have been yeah, I'm pretty certain this is not the original shrink that this album was in, but I mean, it preserved it, I guess. Funkadelic's Greatest Hits. Funkadelic's Greatest Hits. It is a 1975 US OG, and it's graded VG++/EX-. It's just going to be a $25 start. Funkadelic Greatest Hits. Great stuff. Hit It and Quit It's on here. What else is on here? Can you get to that, Loose Booty? Yeah. Great stuff. I got a thing, you got a thing, everybody's got a thing. Funkadelic, Greatest Hits. $25 start. Just a $25 start on that. Johnny Cash is now at 22 with Brent Ribley. Kristen, thank you for letting me know that you're out. Final call on Johnny Cash. That's at $22 with Brent Ribley. Final call. And Funkadelic does have a bid for $25 with Kristen Barnett. Kristen Barnett has that for $25. Let's keep going through the crate. This is Danielson. Tell Another Joke at the Old Chopping Block. Danielson, that is $17.99. $17.99 on Danielson. This is Tyler the Creator, Wolf. Tyler the Creator, Wolf, and that is sealed on pink vinyl. Laura loves Tyler. 2 heart rating on that. I'll match that. I'll give it a 2 heart rating as well. I do like Tyler the Creator a lot. Sealed, $24.99. I especially like Flower Boy and Igor. Very good. I don't even know if I've listened to Wolf. I know that's like one of his earlier, he's a little bit different when he started out than he would become, but Funkadelic, just one bid, going twice, going 3 times with Kristen Barnett at 25. Brent Ribley is going to get Johnny Cash for 22. Johnny Cash is sold to Brent Ribley for $22. Thank you, Brent. That is sold to you for $22. Let's see, Travis Wade 20. Travis Wade 20 on Tyler. Let's do that. Travis Wade gets Tyler the Creator for $20. I feel like if it gets any kind of a heart rating, it's pretty good. Like 2 hearts, if it's even getting a heart, it's going to be something that is well liked. 5 stars, I mean, that's, there might be like 5 artists that you might put on there. 4 stars, maybe 20 artists, 3 star, So if it gets any kind of a heart on the heart rating system, it's very good. Dwayne Caldwell, here's Danielson. That was Tell Another Joke at the Old Chopping Block. 2 LPs, finally back in print, remastered by Kramer, cut to vinyl by Bob Weston. Includes bonus 4-song live session recorded for WFMU in 1996. Yeah, there it is. If you're interested in that, let me know. Final call on Funkadelic. Final call, that's at 25 with Kristen Barnett. Final call. Sufjan Stevens, All Delighted People EP. Sufjan Stevens, $44.99. It's a 2015 reissue. $44.99 for Sufjan Stevens. Great stuff. Led Zeppelin, Houses of the Holy. Sealed, $29.99. Chad loves Led Zeppelin. See, Chad would give this a 5 heart rating for sure. That is sealed for $29.99. And Travis Woods is in on Funkadelic at $26. Oh, sorry, I didn't even read the price. Did I? $17.99. Just $17.99. And this is a buy it now best offer crate. What was WFMU? This has some tracks that were recorded at WFMU. MB 92057 MB. Michael Butler, right? Yeah, I think Michael Butler. Is that you? I think that's you. 28 Funkadelic. Kristen Barnett is there at $28 now. Next, Billy Joel Stormfront, Walmart exclusive on red vinyl, sealed, just $19.99. The Beatles for sale, $27.99. This is a reissue, $27.99 with the gold Parlophone label. $27.99 on the Beatles. LZ 25 sold. Led Zeppelin is sold to Stephen Pardon for $25. Thank you very much. Let's see. Funkadelic is now at $30 with Travis Woods. Danielson $13. Let's do it. Danielson is sold for $13 to Dwayne Caldwell. You have Upchurch from Trent. What are you talking about, Tyler? What are you doing on the sale right now? I've got to mute my mic because Tyler's here. All right. Guys, Tyler has entered the chat. I know you guys have never seen or heard his voice probably, but that's my traveling partner. It's a good dude. Good man. I would struggle a lot more on these buying trips without Tyler. I greatly appreciate him as a co-worker and as a friend. He's a great guy. Great family. Everybody give it up for Tyler. Everybody give it up for Tyler. Funkadelic is at $32 now with Slicker Van Slyke. Next in the crate, Misfits. The Misfits is a 2020 reissue sealed, $34.99. That is Collection 2 Essential, $34.99 on the Misfits. What is this? Bjork, yeah, that's something about it reminds me of another record from Portugal the Man. I think it might be the color scheme or something that makes me think of that. But yeah, Laura, 3 Hearts, Bjork, I would match that as well. I agree. $29.99, $29.99 on Bjork. A true artist. $29.99 on Bjork. Let's see. Funkadelic is at 32 with Slicker Van Slyke, going twice, going 3 times. What happened with the WFMU? I didn't claim it. That was that Danielson record. It sold to Dwayne Caldwell. Michael Butler, it sold to Dwayne Caldwell for $13. Let's put up another record. What we got over here? Let's see. Let's go ahead and try to knock some of this stuff out. Cool. All right. This is The History of Otis Redding. Gatefold. Not too bad. A little bit of writing here. Someone wrote their name here at the top. Jacket's not, I mean, it's like VG probably. I don't think I realized how thick the spine is on this thing. But yeah, it is a 1967 US OG. It's a stereo copy. The vinyl's VG Plus. It's going to be a $10 start. $10 start on Otis Redding. $10 start on that. Yeah, Tyler is the unsung hero. I did ask about it first. Let me see. Let's see. Let's see. Michael Butler, I don't know if you see here. Can I see Danielson again? That was Dwayne Caldwell. Dwayne Caldwell asked, can I see Danielson again? And then down here, you said, what was WFMU? He was first to ask about it. You were second to ask about that one. So that is sold to Dwayne Caldwell. That is sold. Funk out. Kristen Barnett's at 33 on Funkadelic. Slicker Van Slyke, you've been outbid. Let me know if you want back in. That's at $33 with Kristen Barnett. Going once, going twice. Did I miss anything else? MJ Spacework. Oh shoot, yeah. Sorry about that. I'll get that up next. I don't even know. exactly where it is. I'm gonna have to find that. NJ, where is he? He's got to be in here. There he is. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that one next. I found it. Misfits price, Scully Mac. The Misfits was sealed. Yeah, $34.99 on that. Sealed $34.99. And final call to get a bid on Otis Redding, looking for just a $10 start. Oh, it's Sandy. I thought I was talking to Tyler. Never mind. I'd take back everything I said. Except thank you for calling me Pretty Paul. Let's see. Otis Redding, no bid, looking for a $10 start. Final call to get a $10 start on that. And Elijah Doyle, it's a VG Plus copy, VG Plus on the vinyl. Cover does have a little bit of writing here at the top. It's an original stereo copy from 1967 on Volt, looking for a $10 start. Looking for a $10 start. Slicker Van Slyke, let me know if you want back in. Let me know if you want back in on Funkadelic. Slicker Van Slyke, that is at 33 with Kristen Barnett, and that is a final call. Final call. Now Robin Glenn is in on Otis, and now Leslie and Gary Sylvie are in. Otis is at $12 with Leslie and Gary Sylvie. Robin Glenn, you have been outbid. This crate feels like it's taking a long time, and that's probably because it is. Creed, Human Clay, 25th anniversary. That is sealed on Gray Smoke vinyl. Sealed $34.99 on Creed Human Clay. This is Justin, or who? I thought I knew who this was. Is this not Steve Earle? Who is this? Cool. They want to be anonymous. What's happening here? It's $17.99. Oh, it's another Danielson record. This is Try Danielson. This is also $17.99. Another one that is $17.99. I did not hear back from Slicker Van Slyke. So let's go ahead and sell Funkadelic to Kristen Barnett for $33. That is sold to Kristen Barnett for $33. Thank you, Kristen. That's sold to you for $33. Otis Redding is now at 13 with Elijah Doyle. And yeah, that is sold to Kristen Barnett for $33. Let me move this Otis Redding over. Otis Redding is at 13. And Leslie and Gary Sylvie, let me know if you want back in on that. Let's see. Let me scroll down. Jeff Holsworth, Creed was $34.99. That was $34.99 sealed on gray vinyl. And let's sell this Danielson to Dwayne Caldwell for $13 as well. Danielson is sold to Dwayne Caldwell for $13. And all right. What are we putting up next? Here it is. All right. All right. The Rat cover. Michael Jackson, Ben. There it is, the original Rat cover. It was recalled because the label thought the Rat was too scary. It's a 1972 USOG. There's the original inner sleeve as well. The vinyl is in VG condition. VG, maybe VG minus. Not a great copy, but none of these marks look too deep or anything. This is going to be a $20 start. I mean, I guess the real draw to this particular album would be the cover. Obviously, it's not on the scale of like a Butcher cover, but this is, you know, kind of buying it for the cover with that Rat on there anyways. That is a $20 start. And that is at 20 with Kelly Vladerchik. Let's see, Amanda Darby over on YouTube offered 28 for the Misfits. That is sold to Amanda Darby for $28. Michael Jackson is at 25 with Donna Turner. And now it's at 30 with Kelly Vladerchik. I have not auctioned Talking Heads. Talking Heads has not been auctioned yet. So it's 28. What else did I miss? Otis Redding. Randy Klein, I think it was already, yeah, it's already at 15. Leslie and Gary Sylvie have it for 15. That is at $15. Otis Redding is at $15 with Leslie and Gary Sylvie. Going twice, going 3 times. Mike Bartlett offered 15 on Billy Joel. Was there a Billy Joel in here? Yeah, there it is. Mike Bartlett, you get Billy Joel for $15. Thank you very much. That's sold to you. Donna Turner said, you know what? I'm going all out. She has bid $50 on Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson has a bid for $50 with Donna Turner. Everyone else is out. That's at 50 with Donna Turner. Then we've got some serious bidders on that one. Otis Redding is now at $16 with Randy Klein. Next in the crate, Rubber Soul Beatles Classic, $24.99. It's a 2012 reissue. Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds is $22.99. Wilco, the album, yeah, just self-titled. It's unopened, $29.99. I don't have pressing information on that one, but I don't know. Might be original, might not be. Who knows? Probably sounds good either way. Next, Deerhoof Reveille. Deerhoof Reveille on blue vinyl, $14.99. Great band. Their new album is really good too. If you like experimental math rock kind of stuff. Kiss, Creatures of the Night, first ever half-speed master, sealed from 2022, $34.99 on Kiss, Creatures of the Night. Led Zeppelin drinking game. Yeah, Tucker Wilson, the Led Zeppelin How the West Was Won is a super deluxe box set, new and sealed for $214.99. It's got 3 CDs, 4 LPs, a DVD, a book, art print. It's numbered, all that stuff. $214.99. New and sealed, $214.99. Wilco 20. I can do 24 on it. $24 on that. $24 Leslie and Gary Sylvie. I'll do $24 on Wilco if you want that. That was everything in the crate. We're going to go through it one more time very quickly. It's going to be buy now or best offer. Buy now, best offer on this again. Where are we at on these auctions, though? Let's see. Otis Redding is at 16 with Randy Klein. Who else was bidding at that? 16 with Randy Klein. That means that Leslie and Gary Sylvie, you've been outbid. Let me know if you want back in on this. That's a final call. Final call. Otis Redding is at $16 with Randy Klein. And Michael Jackson is at $50 with Donna Turner. Kelly said out. Thank you very much for letting me know. Final call on both auctions. Final call on both of those. Leslie and Gary Sylvie are going to get Wilco for $24. That's sold to Leslie and Gary Sylvie for $24. Thank you very much. I'm going to get this crate out of the way. Oh, there we go. Let me see. That's probably not the greatest place for it now that I'm thinking about it. Let me rearrange a few things over here. In 1 second. All right. This over there. That over here. Come on. Oh. There we go. That'll work. Maybe. All right. Let's see. Otis out. Let's go ahead and sell these auctions. Otis Redding is sold to, no, I just reset my feed. I think that was sold to Randy Klein for $16. I accidentally refreshed my feed and now all the comments are gone. But Otis Redding is sold to Randy Klein for $16. And I know Donna Turner had this for $50. So Michael Jackson is sold to Donna Turner for $50. That is sold to Donna Turner for $50 even. Let me get this back in here. There we go. All right. Thank you, Donna. That's sold to you for $50. And let's see, Creed 27. Where was Creed? They were up front somewhere. Let's go ahead and sell Creed to Melanie Clausen for $27. Thank you, Melanie. That's sold to you. Jeff Holsworth asked about Creed. I think I told him, and I think he said pass. He asked what the price was on it. It was $34.99. I think he said pass on it. So that is sold to Melanie Clausen. Thank you very much. And let's put up another auction or two. Let's see what we've got. Let's see what we've got over here. 7 o'clock. Let's keep chipping away at a couple of these things here. How about some Memphis Slim? Memphis Slim, Blue Memphis, with the original insert and company inner sleeve. And not only that, but it is a white label promo. White label promo, Memphis Slim, Blue Memphis, EX, condition EX Plus, really nice copy. It's going to be a $20 start. Memphis Slim, white label promo, $20 start on Memphis Slim. And also going up is an original copy of Dwight Yoakam Cadillacs, or I don't know why I started with the second word, Guitars, Cadillacs, etc., etc. That's a 1986 Carrollton. It's a club copy with the original inner sleeve, still in shrink, and Laura has noted that it is a top copy. So no condition notes on the vinyl, with the original inner sleeve and in shrink, super clean. That's going to be a $20 start as well. So Memphis Slim is at $20 with Patrick Lear, and we're looking for a $20 start on Dwight Yoakam. That's an original club copy. Let's see, Noel, 20. Jeremy Bryant offered 20 on Noel. Well, oh, Noel Gallagher. Let's see. Yeah, Noel Gallagher. That is sold to Jeremy Bryant for $20. Thank you, Jeremy. That's sold to you. MS20. Can I see the cover of Slim? Make sure I don't have it. Yeah. He's eating a whole chicken, looks like. There's a whole chicken with like the feet and all. Some bread, cheese. There's an egg, salt and pepper shaker. Another egg there. It's like the only thing that's not blue is the egg on his table. So maybe think about that. And, you know, maybe you can figure out what that means. Chris Spedding and Peter Green are on this. Actually, did not know that. Might have to give it a listen. Peter Green's all over this thing, looks like. That is at 20, and let's see, Dwight Yoakam is at 21 with Melanie Clausen. Melanie Clausen has that for 21 now. Andrew Hawkins is in at $22. That's at 22 with Andrew Hawkins. Let's recap this crate very quickly. I feel like I've been going through this crate for an hour and a half. This is David Byrne and Fatboy Slim. That is still available. This was Willie Colon, I believe. Yeah, Latin, funk, jazz kind of stuff. This is Funk Incorporated. Arlo Parks, Soft Machine. Cut Worms, Tosh Sultana, maybe. The Fatback Band, Keep On Steppin'. This was 11, Howling Book. 11, Howling Book. Franzoli. This was the Psychedelic Porn Crumpets. And then we've got Skyway Soul, Gary, Indiana, Numera Group release. Lissy on yellow vinyl, some folk rock. Sun Volt, Electro Melodier, more Sun Volt. This is Union on colored vinyl as well. Nick Lowe, Dig My Mood. Nick Lowe, and then the Fatback Band, Raising Hell. Terry Collier, Speak Your Peace, great stuff. Smoke Fairies, Carried in Sound. Sun Volt, Balamina. Sufjan Stevens, All Delighted People, EP. Surprised that's still in there. No one's even made an offer on it. The Beatles for sale. Final call on Memphis Slim. Final call on Memphis Slim. It is a white label promo. Final call, it's at $20 with Patrick Lear and Dwight Yoakam. Dwight Yoakam is at $27 with Amanda Darby over on YouTube. Melanie Clausen, you've been outbid. Let me know if you want back in. That's at $27 with Amanda Darby. You do have that one. And it's a white label promo. Are you retracting your bid, Patrick Lear? If so, since you're the only one that has bid on it, I'll allow it, I guess. It is a really nice white label promo. If you want to retract it, that's okay. Since I do understand that you already have it, and the one you have is already a white label promo. This is Bjork. Bjork is still available, oddly. Beatles, Rubber Soul, still available. There's a lot of really good stuff left in here. Deerhoof, Reveille. I would recommend that. I mean, make an offer. $14.99 on Deerhoof. And then Kiss. creatures of the night. Everything in here, you're allowed to make an offer. Donna Turner's going to take Patrick Lear's bid. That's at $20 now with Donna Turner. Thank you, Donna. Thank you for saving the day. Also, if anyone's just hopping on and they didn't see this, I could not believe this didn't even get like a buy it now or anything. This is You Turned My Head Round, Lee Hazelwood, LHI. It's a record store day release from 2012 with 11 singles, a 45 adapter, a puzzle of Lee Hazelwood, and all the 7 inches are EX or better. It was a $35 buy it now. $35 buy it now on the Lee Hazelwood box set. Someone needs to get it. See, both Beatles 35. Let me see about that. Let me see. That sounds a little crazy to me. Let's see. It would be 28 and 25. That's 53. You want it for 35. I can't do that, but I could do 42. $42 on that. We'll make each one of these $21. Rubber Soul and Beatles for Sale. And let me know if you want to do that. Sold. I feel like there must be like no lag on Twitch or something. That was super quick. That is sold to Stephen Pardon. What did I say? 42. So yeah, tag those for 21 and 21. Deerhoof price. Colin Butler is $14.99. $14.99. Remastered and available for the first time ever on 180 gram blue vinyl. Yeah, it's $14.99. Price on Kiss. Robin Glenn, this is a sealed half-speed master for $34.99. $34.99. Is there an Allman Brothers to be bid on tonight? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know, actually. Let's see. Allman Brothers. I don't know if I've seen any Allman Brothers in here. Yeah, there is, actually. There sure is. I'll put that up next. I'll put that one up next. I forgot about the Dwight Yoakam. I think it's time to sell both auctions. Dwight Yoakam is sold to Melanie Clausen. Dwight Yoakam is sold to Melanie Clausen for $28. That is sold to Melanie Clausen for $28. Thank you very much. Let me get all this put back together. Here's the jacket, the inner sleeve, and the LP. All right, that is sold to Melanie Clausen for $28, and I'm going to go ahead and sell Memphis Slim to Donna Turner for $20. $20 on Memphis Slim. $20 on Memphis Slim. Thank you for that. Thank you, Donna, for saving the day. Let's see. Did I miss anything else? Beatles 40 for both. I already sold it, Blaine. The 2 Beatles have already been sold for $42. Those were sold to Stephen Pardon over on Twitch. Deerhoof 10. Sure, let's do that. Colin Butler gets Deerhoof for $10. Thank you, Colin. That's sold to you for $10. Did I miss anything else? Let's see. Pass on Kiss. No problem. Yeah, let's do this Allman Brothers box set. Very cool. Is this? Yeah, it's LPs too. I'm so used to seeing this as a CD box set. I think that blues collection we got had like 2 or 3 of these, and that was like the first time I'd seen the LP box set in quite a while. This is from 1989. It's Allman Brothers, or the Allman Brothers Band Dreams box set. It is 6 LPs with a book. LP number 4 is VG Plus, but all the rest of them are near mint. And there's the booklet there. Very cool. Very cool retrospective type thing there. 6 LPs. I don't want to handle it too much. I don't want to risk messing something up, then putting it all back together and everything. But this is going to be a $65 start. $65 start on the Allman Brothers Band Dreams box set. $65 start on that. What else do we have over here? Let's go ahead and put up a sealed auction. Why not? Sealed auction with the Allman Brothers. This is Men Without Hats, Rhythm of Youth. It's a 1984 U.S. repress, sealed. Let's see. Laura did say maybe a reseal, though, because the There is a saw cut here. Good catch there. There is plastic over the saw cut. This does feel like a reseal. If you guys would rather me open this and auction it that way, I would not be opposed to that, because it does look like it is a reseal. I might just set that to the side, actually. I don't really want to auction something as a sealed record that looks like it is a reseal. I'm gonna put that away. Yeah. We're not doing it. We ain't doing it. Allman Brothers Band. Let's see. Yeah, we are looking for a $65 start. Still no bids. Very surprising. Allman Brothers Band Dreams 6LP box set, looking for a $65 start. $65 start on that. Let's go ahead and do this then. Yeah, unofficial, of course. Yeah, this is a bootleg. I believe this is the show. No, this is a different one. Yeah, this is the 13th Floor Elevators, live at the Avalon Ballroom, September 2nd, 1966. Cool cover. It's been bootlegged quite a bit, quite a few times. I feel like they all have different artwork and covers and stuff, which is cool. Yeah, there it is. This is a newer unofficial, newer one for sure. Still in shrink. Yeah, EX condition, EX Plus, 13th Floor Elevators. It's going to be a $20 start. $20 start on the 13th Floor Elevators. Allman Brothers Band is at $65 with Scott Joachimstaller. That is at $65, and we're looking for a $20 start on the 13th Floor Elevators. So that's everything. I've gone through that crate twice. Let's move on. Let's move on with our lives to something else. Let's see here. We did sell a good chunk of it, though. That thing was like pretty much completely full when we started, so thank you very much. I guess I'll grab a John crate. One of these like 18 John crates over here that have not been shown at all. Of course, these will be sticker price because they've never been shown. All right, let me get this up here. All right. Let's see, Allman Brothers is now at 70 with David V. David V has Allman Brothers at 70. Looking for a $20 start on the 13th Floor Elevators. Give me just 1 second. All right. New pre-owned arrivals. Everything is going to be sticker price. First come, first serve. Barquets Night Cruising. No condition notes. $14.99. Brian Ferry. Roxy Music. Street Life. 20 greatest hits of Brian Ferry and Roxy Music. This is a German import. $34.99. $34.99. No condition notes on that. Blaine, the Beatles have already sold. Blaine Zapnick, the Beatles have already sold. Those sold before you asked about that. Allman Brothers is at 70. Scott Joachimstaller, let me know if you want back in. That's at $70 with David V. Final call. Final call on that, and final call to get a bid on the 13th Floor Elevators. Looking for just a $20 start. Richard Yeager, it's an unofficial live at the Avalon Ballroom, September 2nd, 1966. Unofficial, of course. Looking for just a $20 start. EX Plus on the vinyl. Next in the crate. Romeo Void, Never Say Never. Romeo Void is $16.99. The Who, Odds and Sods, $24.99 for The Who. Spanky and Our Gang, Like to Get to Know You. Spanky and Our Gang is $19.99. Ringo Starr, Sentimental Journey. Ringo Starr, $24.99 in shrink. Stephen Pardon on Romeo Void. Romeo Void is sold to Stephen Pardon. Thank you, Stephen. That is sold to you. Next in the crate is Hear the Beatles Tell All. Live in-person interviews recorded during their latest American tour. $19.99 for the Beatles interviews. Trini Lopez, greatest hits. $9.99 on Trini Lopez. A Child's Garden of Grass, a pre-legalization comedy. $34.99 on that. Jerry Clower, Runaway Truck. Jerry Clower is $14.99. $14.99. Oh, no problem, Blaine. Amanda Darby, you were second on Romeo Void. And Allman Brothers is sold for $70. Just 2 bids. David V over on YouTube got the Allman Brothers Band box set for $70. And the 13th floor elevators is at $30 with Richard Yeager. Richard Yeager has that for $30. Kathy Dumas, you have been outbid. That's at $30 with Richard Yeager. Let's put up another auction. Let's go ahead and do this one, maybe. Why not? Let's do this one. This is John Lee Hooker, The Blues on United Records. John Lee Hooker, nice looking jacket, 1970, US reissue technically. VG Plus on the vinyl. This is going to be a $15 start. $15 start on John Lee Hooker, The Blues. $15 start on that. $15 start. Jim Ciaccio on Trini Lopez. Trini Lopez is sold to Jim C over on YouTube. That is sold. Let's see. Paul has odds. The OG die cut. Are you asking if it does have the original die cut cover? I don't think it did. This has a saw cut. Yeah. It's $24.99 on that. Now, John Lee Hooker has a high bid of 18 with Donna Turner. Brent Rively, you've been outbid. Rod Stewart, Footloose and Fancy Free is $14.99. Joni Mitchell, The Hissing of Summer Lawns, $19.99. Nothing in this crate has any condition notes. They're all going to be EX Plus or near mint minus. Juice Newton, Take Heart, $9.99. Philip Bailey, Chinese Wall. Philip Bailey is $9.99. The Hollies Greatest Hits, $14.99. Gordon Lightfoot, Shadows, $19.99. Chaka Khan, Destiny, $9.99. Paint America Love, Lou Christie's Sacco, $9.99. Price on the Barkays. Barkays was $14.99. $14.99. Buddy Cordova. Now the Kiss Creatures is still available. That was in the Buy It Now or Best Offer crate. It was sealed for $34.99. If you want it, just let me know. Let's see. Did I miss anything else? Brent Rabley, you have been outbid on John Lee Hooker. Let me know if you want back in. That's at $18 with Donna Turner. Now it's at $21 with Brent. Thank you, Brent. Thank you for letting me know. And final call on the 13th floor elevators. It's at $30 with Richard Yeager. Kathy Dumas, you've been outbid. Let me know if you want back in or if you're out. I'm only going to give it a little bit more time. That's at $30 with Richard Yeager. Richard Yeager has that for $30. And let's see, Denise Oftedal is going to get the Barkays. That is sold to Denise. Thank you very much. This is a new arrival crate, Chuck Holly. New arrival, never been shown. Buddy Cordova is going to get the Kiss. Where in the world did I put it? There it is. Let's see, let me grab that. Half Speed Master, yep. Kiss Creatures of the Night. This is sold to Buddy Cordova. Thank you, Buddy. That is sold to you. Amanda Darby on the Hollies. Hollies, great stuff. Great stuff. That is sold to Amanda Darby. And that means I'm going to go ahead and sell the 13th floor elevators to Richard Yeager for $30. Richard Yeager got the 13th floor elevators for $30. Let me get this put back together. This is sold. Thank you very much. Let's see, John Lee Hooker. Brent Rabley, Donna Turner bid $22. So that is at $22 with Donna Turner. Ron Fuller, you were just a hair late on bidding on the 13th floor elevators. That's sold to Richard Yeager for $30. And let's get another auction. Let's try this one out. Man, yeah, I do remember this one. The jacket is so nice. And Otis Redding. It's Otis Blue. It's in shrink. Very nice. It does have some writing on the inside here. Someone wrote their name. It's got the hype sticker. This LP contains Satisfaction. Unfortunately, the vinyl itself is in G+ condition. It does have quite a few marks. It's going to be noisy. I don't see too much or feel much of anything. It has a lot of marks on it. I'm not going to try to play it up or anything. It's definitely got a lot of marks, and it does have a name written on both labels, but it is an original 1965 mono copy, and it's still in shrink and has the hype sticker. It's just going to be a $5 start. $5 start on Otis Redding. Definitely my favorite Otis Redding album too. Little bit of a disappointment that the vinyl is in that kind of shape, especially with it being in shrink with hype sticker and everything. Usually that's a sign that it's really nice, but it is a bit of a beat copy. But yeah, just a $5 start. John Lee Hooker has a high bid of $25 with Donna Turner. Brent Rabley, you have been outbid. Just want to make sure that I didn't miss anything else. Hollies, that was the last one. Cool. Leslie and Gary Sylvie are at $5 on Otis Redding. Average White Band, Warmer Communications, that is $12.99. More Barkays, this is Light of Life Barkays in shrink, $14.99. Ben E. King's Greatest Hits, Ben E. King is $19.99. Buddy Guy and Junior Wells, the original Blues Brothers, that is $19.99. Bill Evans, a tribute with McCoy Tyner, Herbie Hancock, other people too, lots of people. $19.99 on the Bill Evans tribute. Jimmy McGriff, organ and blues band, plays The Worm. Jimmy McGriff is $24.99 on the, what's that, Solid State? Yeah, Solid State label. $24.99 on that. Otis Redding is at $5 with Leslie and Gary Sylvie. Going twice, going three times. And John Lee Hooker is a final call. That's at $26 with Brent Rabley. Final call on John Lee Hooker. That's at $26 with Brent Rabley. Final call. Final call. Romulo. Romulo's the series on Bill Evans. Bill Evans is sold to Romulo. Thank you, Romulo. Bananarama. La Nani No No Nunu? Help? Something like that. In support of Comic Relief. Help. Yeah, I would be asking for help if that was coming out of my mouth too. Bananarama is $9.99. $9.99 on Bananarama. Donna Summer, Greatest Hits on the Radio, Volumes 1 and 2, $14.99 on that. The Supremes, I Hear a Symphony, $14.99. B.W. Stevenson, My Maria, $9.99. Tammy Wynette, Bedtime Story is $9.99. Quadrophenia, The Who, $34.99. Feels like it has the book with it as well. Let's see. Well loved, yeah. Yeah, whoever had this definitely loved it. I'm going to go ahead and sell it for $5. $5. That is sold to Leslie and Gary Sylvie. Great album. That is sold for $5 to Leslie and Gary Sylvie. And I'm going to go ahead and sell John Lee Hooker to Brent Rabley for $26. Brent Rabley is going to get John Lee Hooker for $26 as well. That is sold to Brent for $26. Get this thing put back together. Thank you. And what else did I miss? Bill, got Bill. Bananarama. That is sold to Robin Glenn. Javi Soto, you were second on that. Blaine Zapnick on The Who. The Who is sold to Blaine Zapnick. Thank you, Blaine. That's sold to you. And let's see. Let's run this one. Yeah, that's a hard one to find like that. Let's see. Do that one and this one. Why not? Yeah, you might be wondering, why are you auctioning this Mamas and Papas? It's the one with the split gatefold. It's never been split. It's never been, you can do the gimmick thing with it. It's still intact. It has never been broken right there, which is, it's I've seen it maybe one other time where it was actually still intact there at the end, or on the edge. This is an original 1968 US copy. The gimmick cover, yeah, never split, with the company inner sleeve. The vinyl's in VG condition. It's going to be a $20 start. $20 start on the Mamas and the Papas. Papas and the Mamas, whatever you want to call this one. Never split right there, which is very, very difficult to find like that. That's a $20 start, and that is at $20 with Michael Butler. Has Cream or Badlands come up? Phil Elliott, I'm like 99% sure there cannot be a Badlands record going up for auction tonight. What about Cream, though? Cream. There's no Cream either. You might be looking at the wrong set of hype pictures. Phil Elliott. Neither of those are featured for tonight. Let's see. Ninja Pony. You're hearing the voice of Paul. Let's see. The Who's on tour. Cool. Did not know that. How much was The Worm? Colin Butler. I think that was $24.99. Jimmy McGriff. Yeah, $24.99. No condition notes. I think it's a Unipack. Yeah, Unipack cover. $24.99. No condition notes on the vinyl. $24.99 on that. $24.99 on that. Susie Breedlove on Tammy Wynette. Did I read? Yeah, there it is. Tammy Wynette. That is sold. And then this other auction that it's going to put up is this one here. This is AC/DC Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. There's the jacket. There is the original inner sleeve. And vinyl itself is EX. It is a 1981 US reissue, specialty pressing, 1981 US pressing, EX condition. It's going to be a $25 start. $25 start on AC/DC. Sticker price. Yeah, everything in here, Colin, this is the first time any of it's been shown. So everything is sticker price. Sticker price on everything in here. Yeah, Badlands was auctioned Thursday. Sticker price. I meant the Scream. Yeah, Phil Elliott. Everything you're mentioning was on Thursday. That was all sold Thursday. Papa's and Mamas $25. That's at $25 with Chuck Holly. Greg Rogers, how's it going, man? Looking for a 25. Yep, Scully Mack is in on AC/DC Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. That's at $25. And next is Trini Lopez, the folk album, $9.99. Chaka Khan, What You Gonna Do For Me? Chaka Khan is $9.99. Lou Christie, Lightning Strikes is $9.99. Average White Band, Volume 8, $12.99. Bar-Kays, Dangerous, another Bar-Kays, $14.99 on that one. This is Gary Puckett and the Union Gap featuring Young Girl, $9.99. Chris and Rita, Full Moon, Chris Christopherson, Rita Coolidge, $14.99 on that. Country Joe McDonald, Paradise with an Ocean View, that's $19.99. Mamas and the Papas is now at $27 with Michael Butler. Michael Butler has that for $27. Chuck Holly, let me know if you want back in on that. It's at $27. Got the unsplit cover, which is very odd. AC/DC is at $27. AC/DC is at $27 with Josh Brown, James Goggin, You've Been Outbid, and Scully Mack, You've Also Been Outbid. That's at $27. Let's see, Christ. What was it? Oh, Christie, Lou Christie. That is sold to Holden, $190 over on YouTube. Thank you very much. AC/DC, $27. That's already at $27 with Josh Brown, Jeff Holsworth. Now it's at $28 with Jeff Holsworth. Block That Ninja Dude on. No, man, they're complimenting me. They're, if you're gonna be a troll, a friendly, uplifting comment every like 5 or 10 minutes, I'm here for it. I need my ego to be boosted. My confidence needs to be lifted. So I'm okay with being told my shirt brings out my eyes. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. AC/DC The condition of it was EX, EX plus. The high bid is 29 with James Goggin. James Goggin has it for $29. Back to the crate. Actually, where's Mamas and the Papas? Probably need to make it a final call. I don't know. You're going to say that, yeah. Wishbone Ash, double Live Dates album. Live Dates double album, $29.99 on Wishbone Ash. $29.99. The Best of Gary Puckett and the Union Gap, $9.99. Genesis Nursery Crime, Genesis, $19.99. Looks like an 80s press. It does have a barcode. Papas and the Mamas is $30 with Chuck Hawley. Michael Butler, you've been outbid. Next in the crate is the Thompson Twins remixes of Shootout, Alice, Heavens Above. Is this a pro? No, it's a import. Maybe German, possibly? Where's this from? It has the GEMA thing. Can't tell. $14.99 though, Thompson Twins remixes. It's not a promo. It doesn't say where it was made, but it's definitely like a European import or maybe a German copy, something like that. Let's get that back in there. $14.99, an unusual one there. Papa's 32 with Greg Rogers. This is, I know it's like a common album, but it's super unusual for that not to be split. I guess I should show it on the camera in frame, but yeah, that little thing, I mean, you can't it, yeah. You never see it fully intact like that. That is why we're auctioning it, is really because of the cover. Gimmick cover, it's never like that. Let's see, I have my limits. Yeah, that's what I was saying, like, you know, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. There is a line. AC/DC has a high bid of 33 with Josh Brown. Josh Brown has a high bid on AC/DC for 33. Everyone else is out. James Goggin, you were second to bid 33 on that. This is Here Comes Bobby. And which Bobby is this? It's Bobby something. Bobby. He's coming. Here he comes. Bobby. Who are you, Bobby? I don't know. What's your last name, Bobby? Bobby. He doesn't want to tell anybody his last name. It just says Here Comes Bobby on the label, too. Trifold type of deal here. Bobby. Let's see. No conditioner is $14.99. Bobby Sherman. Thank you. $14.99 on Bobby Sherman. Bobby Sherman. $14.99 on that. AC/DC has a high bid of 34. That's at 34 with James Goggin. Let's see. Papas, Mamas, and the Papas and the Mamas. High bid, yeah, 34, 30, who? 32. Who else was bidding on that? Chuck Hawley, let me know if you want back in. Out, okay, cool, your comment just showed up. Let's do a final call on that, maybe. I think everyone else that was bidding on it might have said out. So final call on Mamas and the Papas. That is at 32 with Greg Rogers. Final call on that, and AC/DC has a high bid of 34 with James Goggin. James Goggin has that for 34. I'm going to do a final call on both of those. Final call on both auctions. Billy Ocean, Suddenly, that is $9.99. Air Supply, Greatest Hits, $9.99. And Rush, Exit Stage Left. Rush, Exit Stage Left, 1981 club copy. No conditioner, it's on the vinyl. $64.99. Man, yeah, that's a super nice looking copy. Very clean, $64.99 on Rush, Exit Stage Left. Sold Bobby. Robin Glenn is sold on Bobby Sherman. Bobby Sherman, that is sold to Robin Glenn. Thank you, Robin Glenn. That is sold to you. And going to recap this crate very quickly. I'm just going to read the artists and titles. If you want anything out of here or need to know the price on anything, just let me know. I'm about to sell both auctions after I show maybe 5 records out of this crate. Let's see, what's the... Greg Rogers, this Led Zeppelin is How the West Was Won. It's a super deluxe box set. new and sealed from our distributor, $214.99. It's the classic 1972 live performance from LA and Long Beach. 3 CDs, 4 LPs, DVD. Yeah, it's got 18 tracks. There's a HD audio download card, individually numbered album cover art print, and a 52-page book. Maybe the 5th time is the charm on this one. Anyone else still playing the drinking game? I think that's like 5. If you're 5 shots deep right now, you should be claiming more records probably. Let's see. Mamas and the Papas is sold. Mamas and the Papas is sold to Greg Rogers for $32. Greg Rogers on Mamas and the Papas for $32. Thank you, Greg. That is sold to you. That is sold to you for $32. There's the inner sleeve and the record. Thank you, Greg. That is sold to you. And AC/DC. The high bid on that, I think it was 34. Yeah, James Goggin gets AC/DC for $34. That sold for $34. All right. Greg, let me know if you want it. If you don't, then I guess the drinking game continues. But if you do want it, you're probably going to save some money, or save some people some money on alcohol. But AC/DC is sold for $34 to James Goggin. Thank you very much. Let's get 2 more auctions up. How about another 45 bucks? Let's get these going. This is very cool. This is called What It Is. Funky Soul and Rare Grooves. 25 freshly pressed vinyl 45s from Rhino. What It Is. Yeah, from the vaults of Atlantic, Atco, and Warner Brothers. This is from 2006. It's a singles collection. 25 7-inch singles. So you get 50 tracks on this thing. It's very well made. I think they all have copies of like the original, either the picture sleeve or the company inner sleeve, or not inner sleeve, but company sleeve. Yeah, super. I don't want to handle it too much, but there are 25 7-inch singles in here. Funk, soul, rare groove. It's going to be an $85 start on that. $85 start. $85 start on that. So that is up for bid. The Thompson Twins Remix LP seems to be a bonus that came with their album. Here's to future days in a German pressing. Ah, thank you, Javi. Hey! Thanks for the water. No, I wasn't calling you Javi. That was Laura, not Javi. Javi's comment came in right on time. Thank you for letting me know, Javi. I might actually pull that and set it to the side then. So who knows, maybe we have a copy of that LP. We can stick it with it. Let's see, the Funk, Soul, Rare Groove 45 box set is an $85 start. $85 start on that. And let me clean up a little bit real quick. I got post-it notes all over the floor. Pick these things up. And then I'll get another record up for auction. Let's see. How about Mr. George? George Strait, number 7. George Strait, number 7. And this is a 1986 U.S. Gloversville pressing. That is an original copy. EX condition on the vinyl, very nice. It's going to be a $20 start. $20 start on George Strait. $20 start on that. Can you give any titles from the bottom? Oh, you got, yeah. Craig, Sweden, thank you very much. Looks like some really good stuff. Cool. Yeah, the Mighty Hannibal. The Mighty Hannibal, that's great. Good stuff there. Commodores. Cool. I'm just kind of scrolling through that. Yeah, the meters are on there too. Real good, deep cut kind of stuff too. But yeah, George Strait, $20 start. Original copy. Let's breeze through this crate real quick. If you need prices or anything, just let me know. Brian Ferry, Roxy Music, 20 greatest hits. The Who, Odds and Sods, Spanky and our gang. Like to get to know you. Ringo Starr, Sentimental Journey, Hear the Beatles Tell All, that's interviews, A Child's Garden of Grass, a pre-legalization comedy, Jerry Clower, Runaway Truck, Rod Stewart, Joni Mitchell, Juice Newton, Take Heart, Philip Bailey, still available. Gordon Lightfoot, Shadows, Gordon Lightfoot, Shadows. Shaka Khan, Destiny, Pain America Love, Let's Lou, Christy Sacco, or something, Average White Band, Warmer Communications, Barkays, Light of Life, Benny King's Greatest Hits, Original Blues Brothers, Buddy Guy, and Junior Wells, Donna Summer Greatest Hits on the Radio, Volumes 1 and 2, The Supremes, I Hear a Symphony, B.W. Stevenson, Jimmy McGriff, The Worm, Trini Lopez, The Folk Album, Trini Lopez still available, Shaka Khan, What You Gonna Do For Me, Average White Band Volume 8, Barkays Dangerous, Gary Puckett and the Union Gap featuring Young Girl, Chris and Rita, Full Moon, Chris and Rita, Full Moon, Country Joe McDonald, Paradise with an Ocean View, Wishbone Ash, Double Album, Live Dates, The Best of Gary Puckett and the Union Gap, Genesis, Nursery Crime, Billy Ocean, Suddenly, Air Supply, Greatest Hits, and then Rush, Exit, Stage Left. All right. What it is, start. Colin Miller, the starting bid on this is $85, and that's a final call to get an $85 starting bid on that. It's 25 singles, 25, 45, so 50 tracks on there, looking for an $85 start. George Strait does have a bid with Michael Rudolph at $20. George Strait, number 7, is at 20 with Michael Rudolph. Going once, going twice. And let's see, let me make sure I didn't miss anything else. Joni, title, and price. That was Hissing, something about the garden. What was that one called? I forgot already. Not garden, lawn or something. Yeah, The Hissing of Summer Lawns, Joni Mitchell. That's $19.99. No condition notes on that. ST, if you want that, just let me know. Larry Smith on Juice. Is there Juice Newton in here somewhere? Most likely. Juice Newton. Where are you, Juice? Surprised that's still there. The Original Blues, Buddy Guy and Junior Wells. What the heck? Juice, there's the Juice. That is sold. Juice is sold to Larry Smith. Much as Light of Life. What was Light of Life? Light of Life. What was that? Barkays. That was $14.99 in shrink. $14.99 on that. What was the BO? Air Supply's Greatest was $9.99. So, man, let me know if you're interested in that. It was $9.99. The BO, Billy Ocean, that is Suddenly, and that's also in shrink. $9.99 on that. George Strait's at $25 with Michael Ruckman. Yeah, $9.99 on Air Supply. Wishbone Ash, I think it was $24.99, maybe $29, $29.99. It's a double LP live one there. Light of Life, Barkays. Yeah, Mixamite. Is that a claim for that? I believe. If it is, then it is sold to you. Charlie DeFrank, the Buddy Guy and Junior Wells is $19.99. I think it is like a reissue, I believe, of an album they did together early on. Possibly. Let's see. Yeah, recorded live at the Chicago Blues Festival in 1964. It's $19.99 with no condition notes. $19.99. No condition notes. Air Supply. See, let me make sure you were the first one. Oh, that's Scott Oman. Okay, yeah, I should have known that. Your whole last name is there. Air Supply is sold to Scott Oman over on Twitch. Thank you very much. It's sold to you. The Rush was Exit Stage Left. Where did it go? There it is. Yeah, no condition notes on the vinyl. It's an original club copy, $64.99. $64.99, Andrew Hawkins. Let me know if you want that. And make sure Charlie DeFrank, actually, yeah, ST on Joni, that's sold to ST. Joni Mitchell sold. And then Charlie DeFrank is going to get the Buddy Guy and Junior Wells. That is sold to Charlie DeFrank. Thank you very much. If anyone wants the What It Is box set, that is an $85 buy it now. $85 buy it now on that box set. Let me just stick that over here, maybe. $85 buy it now. And George Strait, what happened to that? I think I said final call, right? It's sold to Michael Ruckman. Michael Ruckman on George Strait for $25. Michael Ruckman got George Strait number 7 for $25. Sorry, that kind of sat up there for a bit longer than I intended it to, but that is sold to Michael Ruckman for $25. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything else. Yes, sir. No problem. Did I? Yeah, I did pull that. Barquez. Amazon delivery today has 2 small vertical record holders for auction titles. Just need to put a board on the back crates to put them on. Awesome. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike Massey. That will come in handy for sure. ST, yes, on I did pull that. And you're also going to get the box. Awesome. Yeah, this is definitely a cool box set. What It Is, Funky Soul and Rare Grooves. That is sold to ST for $85. Thank you very much. It's a really cool box set. If it didn't get claimed, I may have scooped it for myself, possibly. Still thinking about it with that Lee Hazelwood box. B.O. Corey Ross on B.O. What was Billy Ocean? Corey Ross is going to get the Billy Ocean. That's sold to Corey Ross. Thank you, Corey. That is sold to you. And I think that's everything. If anyone needs anything out of this crate at any time, just let me know. Just going to set it right over here somewhere. All right. Let's see what... I guess I'll do this real quick. Maybe. Let's see. Need to get another crate to take the place of that one, though. So that's going to bug me and probably you guys, too. So I'm going to put this right here. Let's do a quick crate of new vinyl and put up a couple more auctions. What other boxes didn't sell? Just this Lee Hazelwood, Ivan Rychek, this Lee Hazelwood box set. It's a 45 box set. You turn my head around. Lee Hazelwood Industries from 1967 to 1970. It's a limited edition one from 2012, Record Store Day exclusive, limited to 3,000 hand-numbered copies. This one is number 68 out of 3,000. There are 11 7-inch singles. There's a 45 adapter, and there's a puzzle of Lee Hazelwood's face, and all of them are EX or better. It was a $35 buy it now. It's just a $35. I mean, it's like $3 per single, and then you also get the puzzle, the adapter. The box is cool. It's a Light in the Attic release. Very cool. Let's see. I definitely endorse somebody getting that. Lee Hazelwood. What a producer. I like his actual solo music too that he put out, but the stuff he produced was super cool. Let's get 2 more auctions up. I think this is on the OG label, right? Yeah. Cool. Let's see. Can I read the Hazelwood titles? Sure, yeah, it's not all like his solo stuff, it's other stuff on his label that he produced too. There's let's see, Len Castle, The Kitchen Sink, Hamilton Streetcar, Honey Limited, The Woodchucks, Anne Margaret, Danny Michaels, Susie Jane Hokum, Lee Hazelwood, and then Lee Hazelwood and Susie Jane Hokum, and Eve there at the bottom there. And yeah, number 68 out of 3,000. Light in the Attic, $35 buy it now. All right. That Honey Limited, I think that's the one that's like absurdly rare, the LP, if I remember right. I think that's the one where I at some point people were like even speculating on whether it actually existed or not, but it does. It's just very, very few of them. Grateful Dead, Anthem of the Sun. Classic psych, probably their most like kind of straight up psych rock album. Very good stuff here. And this is a original 1968 US Pitman Press. Yeah, it's a VG. It's a solid VG copy, though. It's not bad at all, and it is on the original Seven Arts label, Warner Brothers, Seven Arts. Not a bad copy at all. It's going to be a $20 start. $20 start on the Grateful Dead, Anthem of the Sun. Good stuff. I'm not really a huge Dead fan, but there are some albums of theirs that I like. This is definitely one of them. Anthem of the Sun, very good stuff. $20 start on the Dead, man. $20 start. There it is. And how about some Mild David? Mild David going up. This is Mild David Orbits. Miles Davis Orbits. I like to call him Mild David because last place I worked at, someone called in and asked if we had any Mild David records. Mild David. This is an original 1968 US club copy. It's a Columbia Record Club compilation VG copy. It is in VG condition, but it's just a $20 start. $20 start on Mild David. Miles Davis is a $20 start. Michael Butler is in on the Grateful Dead at $20. Grateful Dead has a bid for $20 with Michael Butler, and we're looking for a $20 start on Miles Davis. Give me just 1 second. All right. While those are up for auction, I'm going to go through some new vinyl. So the Grateful Dead's at $20 with Michael Butler, and Mild David is at $20 with Amber Mathis. Let's see what's in this crate. Jaco Pastorius. Jaco, self-titled, music on vinyl release, $38.99. Jaco, $38.99. The original copies of that album are getting, I don't know, a little bit more scarce. I feel like I used to see them fairly often, like maybe 10 years ago or something, but I don't know, they just don't show up as much anymore. Fugazi. This is Steady Diet of Nothing. $29.99 on Fugazi. Slint, Spiderland, Essential, new and sealed copy for $26.99 on Slint. The Postal Service, Give Up, new and sealed, $29.99. Pharoah Sanders, Love in Us All, new and sealed. Maybe his best, probably at least in his top like 3 ever put out. I mean, Carmen's obviously fantastic, but $36.99, really good Pharoah Sanders record. $36.99 on Pharoah Sanders. Final call on both auctions. Grateful Dead, it's a final call for $20. Mild David, also a final call for $20. Final call on both of those. Fugazi, this is in on the Kill Taker. Yeah, in on the Kill Taker, $29.99. The Replacements, Tim, new and sealed, $33.99. Sun Ra, in the the Nubians of Plutonia, just that's the name of the album. Sun Ra, the Nubians of Plutonia, new and sealed audiophile pressing, $26.99. Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers, Moanin', another jazz classic here, $26.99, new and sealed. Archie Shepp, The Magic of Juju. That is an audiophile pressing, pressed at Third Man, new and sealed for $36.99. Robert Warner on Sun Ra. Very good one there. That is sold to Robert Warner. Thank you very much. I'm going to show 2 more records and then sell the auctions. There's another Archie Shepp. Great stuff. Grant Green, Idle Moments, new and sealed, $34.99. Blue Note. Stereolab Mars Audiac Quintet. That is a new copy. $38.99, 2 LPs. Fantastic. Stereolab, if you like, I don't know. I mean, they're heavily inspired by like krautrock, experimental stuff, Silver Apples, that kind of stuff, but also with like some Frenchness in there. I don't know how to explain it. It's a very cool combination of styles and influences coming together as one. They're great. Great band. Am I gonna sing for you tonight? There you go. I just did. Grateful Dead is sold for $20 to Michael Butler. Just one bid. Surprisingly, it's tough to find this one on that original 7 Arts label. Grateful Dead is sold for $20 to Michael Butler. Thank you, Michael. That is sold to you for $20. And Mild David is going to be sold to Amber Mathis for also just one bid. This is one that doesn't show up too much. I know it's just like a comp or whatever, but I feel like I don't see this one too often, and I like the use of like all the negative space on the cover too. Pretty cool. That is sold to Amber Mathis for $20. Thank you, Amber. That's sold to you. And let's see, any heavy metal tonight? Not tonight. That's typically Thursday nights. Thursday night, metal night. It's kind of what we do. So we've got a few more records in here that are asking for a $50 or more starting price. Cool. Yeah, this is yeah, we had this before. We actually bought this from one of our customers who had bought this from us. This is signed by Ron Campbell. This is the Beatles' Yellow Submarine. Signed by Ron Campbell, the artist, like the guy who made the movie Yellow Submarine. Yeah, the animator. And this is a 1999 European import. 1999 European import on yellow vinyl. This is going to be a $125 start. And this does not have, like, you know, the authentication or anything, but we guarantee that this is going to be, yeah, I mean, this is definitely authentic. This came from Dale's Pittsburgh collection with all the autographs. This is going to be a $125 start. Please read auction titles left. Yeah, let's see, what do we have left? Kiss Alive 3. There's kind of a joke one here that, yeah, I don't know, maybe I'll just go ahead and put it up right now. But yeah, the Beatles, Yellow Submarine, that's at $125 with Natasha Pickett. Yeah, this is super cool. Yellow Submarine, man, yeah, that movie, I just remember seeing it when I was in like high school, and ever since then, every now and then my brain will just say, the Blue Meanies, the Blue Meanies. Something wrong with me, but Lawrence Welk. This is signed by Lawrence Welk, everybody. Get hyped. Laura's got a note here. This is a 1,000, actually, excuse me, I'm missing a few here. This is a $1 million start. Lawrence Welk. This is signed by the iconic Lawrence Welk. $1 million. Oh, sorry. $1 start. So $1 start on Lawrence Welk, signed to James Barnett. $1 start. But yeah, $1 million start. $1 start on the Lawrence Welk. Who signed it? Brent, this is Ron Campbell, the animator of the Yellow Submarine. The animator of Yellow Submarine has signed it for sure. We definitely have had this is the same copy that we sold before. It definitely came from Dale's Pittsburgh collection, and the high bid now is $145 with Natasha Pickett. No one's in on Lawrence Welk even for $1. No, Holden's in. We got $1 bid. $1. $1. Any Japanese? I tried Japanese earlier. Not a single one of them got a bid, so I'm leaving it for Monday. Actually, yeah, I showed 4. I showed 4 Japanese records. None of them even got a bid or a buy it now claim. So I am not doing any more Japanese tonight. Let's see. Thank you, Richard. Thanks for tuning in. Now Lawrence Welk is at 5. Maybe it will get to $1 million, Laura. It might get to $1 million. That was the original starting price for it. The auctions left. I got distracted. The Lawrence Welk threw me off. Still got Piper at the Gates of Dawn by Pink Floyd. Stevie Ray Vaughan, Instep. The Yardbirds, Little Games. Got this Black Dub record, which is a band that Daniel Lanois was in. Talking Heads is still here. Man, I meant to run that earlier. Someone asked about it. U2 Boy, Record Store Day edition on that. And then For Against. That is everything that is still available. How is Barnett spelled? Did I miss something? Let's see. Oh, how is I see what you mean. Yeah, it's missing an E. You could just add that in there yourself, right? Barnett. That's hilarious. I didn't even think of that. Let's see, the high bid on the Beatles is 145. Now 155. 155. Okay, yeah. Brent Ribley has the high bid on the Beatles' Yellow Submarine at 155. It's on yellow vinyl, signed by Ron Campbell. It's at 155 with Brent Ribley. U2 Boy, I wouldn't say it's not available yet. I haven't put it up for auction yet. It's going to be auctioned here in a bit. Let's see. Lawrence Welk is at $8 with Kristen Barnett. At the E. I just slap the E on there at the end. Now Lawrence Welk is at 9 with Holden 190 on YouTube. Let's get back into this crate. This is Whiplash. Oh, the original motion picture soundtrack. I actually just watched this for the first time since I had seen it in theaters. I think I watched it 2 weeks ago, and man, this movie is intense. It is fantastic, and yeah, the music's great, as you would probably imagine. New and sealed deluxe edition, $44.99. If you haven't seen this movie, you should definitely check it out. Really, really good. And then this is Johnny Blue Skies. That's Sturgill. This is Passage du Desire, something like that. $33.99 on Johnny Blue Skies. Yo La Tengo, and then Nothing Turned Itself Inside Out. $44.99 on Yo La Tengo. Great band. Let's see what is happening here. Ginger Lynch, did your cat get on your keyboard? I know you're not a troll, Ginger Lynch. 1, 3, 6, 1, 4 plus 8 equals divided by 0.91. I think your math is a little off on that one, but Ginger Lynch, I think your cat is doing math on your keyboard right now. Let's see. Let's see, where are we at? I got distracted by that. Not a troll, but I think something happened there. Let's see. All right, I got soda. All right. Lawrence Welk is at 10 with Robert Barnett. Robert Barnett has that for 10. Holden sit out. Let's do a final call on Lawrence Welk. Final call on that. And the Beatles. I need to sell that, right, to Brent. I feel like that's a really good price that you're getting that for, too, Brent. Brent Ribley is going to get the Beatles signed by Ron Campbell for $155. Very nice pickup there. $155. That is sold to Brent Ribley for $155. Sweet. Very cool pickup there. Now I want to rewatch that movie. It's been a long time. Very good. Thank you, Brent. That's sold to you. And Lawrence Welk. Yeah, that's at 10 with Robert Barnett. Let's see. Math cat. Yeah, fell asleep. Probably fell asleep or, yeah, something. I would probably put myself to sleep, too, if I was watching me do this. Let's see. What is this? I know I'm not as exciting or entertaining as Chad, but I'm just here having a good time. selling records. I like talking about music. Let's see. So Lawrence Welk's about to be sold. Oh, yeah, there it is. This is Willie Nelson and Family. I'm going to do this, and then I'll put up the Talking Heads after the Lawrence Welk sells. Willie Nelson and Family. This is an original from 1971. It's an OG 1971 US copy. VG++, EX- super clean vinyl. Sorry, I was holding it up to the light just to take a peek myself. It's only been on vinyl twice, and the second time was a limited press in 2023. It's going to be a $65 start. The median is $90, and that one was VG+. This is going to be a $65 start on Willie Nelson and Family. Definitely a scarce one here. Very cool cover, too. Like that cover. $65 start on Willie Nelson. $65 start on that. And let's see. Let's go ahead and sell that. Where'd it go? Robert Barnett, right? Yeah, Robert Barnett. Throw that E on there, man. Robert Barnett got the Lawrence Welk autograph for $10. We thought it would be closer to $1 million, but Lawrence Welk sold for $10 to Robert Barnett. Thank you, guys. That is sold to you. And Willie Nelson, looking for a $65 start on that. Looking for a $65 start on that. And let's see. No, I knew what you meant, Danny. Yeah, just she was about to type something, fell asleep, and then just pressed all the numbers and buttons. The impressive part is that she managed to hit enter or send as well. Let's see. Picked up the Klaus Vormann revolver. Oh yeah, that was really cool too. I forgot about that. That's awesome. He did the artwork on the cover, right? But he's also like a bass player, from what I remember. Klaus Vormann did the cover for Revolver, right? I love that album cover, man. It's iconic. Great stuff. All right, Talking Heads. I said I was going to put that up. I love this record. One of my favorite Talking Heads. Really, for me, like the first, 5 or 6 Talking Heads records, just top to bottom, flawless. This is Talking Heads. More music, or more songs about, was it buildings and food? Yeah, more songs about buildings and food. There is the original inner sleeve. It's on the original Sire label, Sire Records. We've graded it VG++ or EX-. It's a really nice copy. And this is going to be a $25 start. Fantastic. Found a job, yeah. The girls want to be with the girl. I mean, this whole album's fantastic. Take Me to the River, of course. That's probably the big one on there. But yeah, $25 start on the Talking Heads. $25 start on that. Willie Nelson. We still haven't gotten a bid on Willie Nelson. Final call to get a $65 starting bid on Willie Nelson. What's up, Joshua Cross? And let's see. Yeah, looking for a $65 start, looking for a $25 start. Let's keep going through this crate. We've been stuck on this Yellow Tango for like 20 minutes. This is Placebo, Sleeping with Ghosts, new and sealed, $29.99 on Placebo. Everything will be all right in the end. This is Weezer, new and sealed copy, $36.99 on Weezer. The creature is just hilarious to me. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Greatest Hits, new and sealed for $46.99. Def Leppard, On Through the Night, new and sealed, $33.99. Kid Rock, Greatest Hits, You Never Saw Coming, Kid Rock, $44.99. Wasp, Dominator, that's new and sealed for $29.99. Nicholas Hostetler is in on the Talking Heads at $25. That is at $25 with Nicholas Hostetler. And I'm reasonably excited about that Lawrence Welk autograph. Good. It's going to the right person then. If anyone wants Willie Nelson, $65 buy it now. I feel like that is a steal for this record. $65 buy it now on Willie Nelson. $65 buy it now on that. Am I going to do some CDs tonight? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll see. I'm not sure really how long I'm going to go either. I don't know how long I'm going to go on this. I feel like Chad's gone through like almost all the CDs from that one collection already. There should be more. Oh, I know where they are, but they're buried. Super buried. We got some really good CDs on Monday in a collection that I picked up. It's like mostly comics and books and stuff like that, but there are a couple tubs of CDs and they're really solid. What were the no bid Japanese ones? That was, let's see, got Pat Benatar, Bruce Springsteen, The River, and Huey Lewis and the News Sports. Those were each $35 buy it nows. $35 buy it now on all of those. And no one even claimed the Willie Nelson as a buy now. Interesting. Black Sabbath. Volume 4, Black Sabbath Volume 4, maybe their best. I don't know, you could really argue any of them, but the first four to me are the best. New and Sealed, Black Sabbath Volume 4, $33.99. Soundgarden, Bad Motorfinger, New and Sealed, $33.99. Jelly Roll, Ballads of the Broken, New and Sealed, $29.99. Jelly Roll, Nasty Savage on Black Vinyl, New and Sealed, $59.99. $59.99 on that. Corey Ross track list on Willie. It's an early Willie record here. This is What Can You Do to Me Now? Sunday Morning Coming Down. I'm So Lonesome I Could Cry. Fire and Rain. Kneel at the Feet of Jesus. I'm a Memory. Yours Love. I Can Cry Again. That's Why I Love Her So. And Today I Started Loving You Again. That's a $65 buy it now. He sold 2 of those Bruces in the last 3 days. Well, that's probably why this one didn't sell then. I didn't realize that. Let's see. He must have picked up a few of them. Talking Heads only got the one bid too. Talking Heads. It's a $25 buy it now. $25 buy it now on the Talking Heads. Talking Heads, $25 buy it now. Or not buy now, but I mean, it just got the one bid. That sold to Nicholas Hostetler. Thank you, Nicholas. That sold to you for $25. That is sold for $25. Willie Nelson, still available. Going in the no bid pile. Willie Nelson and Lee Hazelwood. Lonesome boys over there. No one wants to adopt them. Let's see. Soundgarden. Soundgarden is sold to Jim Siddall. Thank you very much. What is Danny Thompson? 1 through 6 Born Again, 13 H and HMR. Danny Thompson, what is I'm not following you there. Not following you, Danny. Let's see. Which Huey Lewis, Melanie Clausen, it was Sports. It's like the one that you want to have if you don't have any Huey Lewis in the News. Sports, that's his classic. Japanese import. Yeah. If you've ever seen, American Psycho with Christian Bale. Iconic scene with that record in there. Sports, yeah. Let's see. Okay, here's U2 Boy. I know someone else asked for that. Let's go ahead and put it up for... Oh, Sabbath albums ranked. No problem. I see 1 through 6 Born Again, 13 H&H and MR. Is that the Dio era stuff? So, is it like 1 through 6 are your top 6 and then Born Again, 13 H&H and MR? Or is Born Again, 13 H&H and MR, are those your top ones? I mean, yeah, 1 through 6, those are all good. Technical Ecstasy, I don't know. I don't know about that one too much. Let's see. This is U2, Boy. U2, limited edition on white vinyl. There's the jacket. There's the some other stuff with it here. It's an insert. Is this a booklet or a poster? Let's see. Oh, it's a poster. That's cool. I don't want to handle that or mess it up. Don't want to do too much with it. There's all that. White vinyl, 2020 Record Store Day exclusive, limited to 10,000 on white vinyl with a poster and insert. $30 start. $30 start. $30 start on U2. $30 start on that. Let's see. All right. Michael Reed, thank you. Thank you for that. There's the dialogue or the monologue there from American Psycho. Black Dub, the exciting new group from Daniel Lanois. Black Dub, gatefold jacket, very cool. This is a 2010 U.S. original art rock experimental with an etched D-side. There's the first LP. Here is the second one, and it has an etching, it says. Yeah, cool. Let's see if I can get the light to hit that right, maybe. You can kind of see it, right? Black Dub, some like flowers. Very cool. This is going to be a $35 start. $35 start on Black Dub. $35 start on Black Dub. And U2 has a bid for $35 with Carol Puckett. Thank you, Carol Puckett. You have the high bid on that. Jeff Holsworth, you've been outbid. And we're looking for a $35 start on Black Dub. Next in this new vinyl crate, another Nasty Savage. And then we've got somebody, Jelly Roll, another Jelly Roll. This is Whitsitt Chapel. Jelly Roll, Whitsitt Chapel, new and sealed, $29.99 on that. There's a riot going on. Sly and the Family Stone. Man, this is, it's one of the best albums ever made. Psychedelic funk at its finest on red vinyl. New and sealed, $33.99. Rest in peace to Sly. Whitesnake, greatest hits. Revisited, remixed, remastered. New and sealed, $39.99. $39.99 on Whitesnake. Black Dub looking for a $35 start. U2 has a high bid of $37 with Jeff Holsworth. Carol Puckett, you have been outbid. That's at $37 with Jeff Holsworth. Holden, $190 on Sly. Cool. Sly and the Family Stone sold to Holden, $190. That's a great album. Very, very good. All right. Pat Lucero, what's up, man? How's it going? I'm going to read through these as fast as I can. As fast as I can. This is Jaco Pastorius. Very good. Music on vinyl pressing. Fugazi. Steady Died of Nothing. Slint. Spiderland. Speaking of essential albums, there's another one right there. It's only $26.99 too. The Postal Service, Give Up. Pharoah Sanders, Love in Us All. If you like jazz, if you like a little bit more like spiritual, free jazz kind of stuff, this is essential as well. Fugazi, this one is in on the Kill Taker. The Replacements, Tim, still available. Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers, Moanin' audiophile vinyl, still available. Archie Shepp, The Magic of Juju. Grant Green, Auto Moments. Stereolab, Mars Audiac Quintet. Whiplash. Whiplash is fantastic. Chad doesn't get the jokes unless they're Seinfeld related. Yeah, I think his whole sense of humor is revolved around Seinfeld. I think that's the only show that he's ever watched. Probably watched it like 20 times. The Replacements is sold to Kelly Vladerchik. Thank you, Kelly. That's sold to you. If anybody wants Black Dub, it is a $35 buy it now. Black Dub is a $35 buy it now. A band with Daniel Lanois, who of course collaborated with like Brian Eno a lot and other people. U2 even, I think. Let's see. Yeah, U2 is at $42 with Carol Puckett. Carol Puckett has that for $42. Jeff Holsworth, you have been outbid. Black Dub original from 2010, that is still available. If anybody wants that, let me grab this Post-it note and stick that with it. And where is, yeah, there's the Willie Post-it. I want to stick that with that as well. All right. U2, let's see, final call on U2. U2, final call. That is at 42 with Carol Puckett. Let's see, did I know Billy Joe Armstrong from Green Day? Assuming, yeah, it was inspired by Husker Du. Ramones and the Replacements. That makes sense. That totally makes sense to me. Those are good bands to be inspired by. Let's see. This is the last expensive auction for the night. Is, you know, like as far as like being $50 and up. This is For Against Echelons. This is a 2013 limited edition compilation, only time ever on vinyl. Limited to 1,000 copies. It is missing the book. Let's see. The low is $20. The low that is the least it's ever sold for was $20, but that was just one LP, nothing else. The median is $80. The high is $130. This is going to be a $50 start, just a $50 start. This is For Against Echelons. Don't know anything about this, but is it 2 LPs? No, 3 LPs. 3 LPs, For Against Echelons, and this is, yeah, looking for a $50 start. $50 start on that. Let's see. Still reading more in here. Johnny Blue Skies, Sturgill Simpson, Yo La Tengo, Placebo, Everything Will Be Alright in the End, that's Weezer. Red Hot Chili Peppers' Greatest Hits, Def Leppard, On Through the Night, Kid Rock, Greatest Hits, Wasp, that is Dominator, excuse me, Black Sabbath, Volume 4, Jelly Roll, Nasty Savage, more Jelly Roll, White Snake, those are albums. Let's see, and they're all available. Black Dub 30. That is sold to Brent Robley for $30. Black Dub, sell that to Brent Robley for $30. $30. Let's see. You own all of Green Day's discography, and you're now working on all the color variants and getting a small collection of the main albums for my... Nice. Well, I'm sure over time we're going to be able to provide you with a lot of Green Day because we almost, I want to say we always have it, but we do get them for sure. Nasty Savage, that is sold to Buddy Cordova. Do you have all their 45s too, or are you just collecting the LPs? Let's see if you like Pet Shop Boys and New Order. Cool. You have all the 45s too. Sweet. Oh yeah, I don't know what, this caught my eye. And I feel like I remember, I think, Kristen Barnett, are you still watching? I think you commented maybe on a post about wanting this Castlevania. Did you happen to see this? It is complete with the manual, and there's also like a napkin or a paper towel in here with like codes written in here. I'm assuming those take you to certain levels maybe, but this is a complete original copy of Castlevania Bloodlines with the manual and everything for $219.99. I think you commented maybe on that post saying you were curious about that one. I don't know if you saw it or if Chad had shown it to you with the price and everything, but that is $219.99. Sorry, Carol. My bad. I got sidetracked. U2. It's begrudgingly sold to Carol Puckett. No. U2 is sold to Carol Puckett for $42. This is sold to Carol Puckett for $42. Thank you, Carol. Yeah, it's expensive. That's kind of a low end on the market value of that too, with it being complete. It's wild with like cartridge-based video games, like loose prices compared to complete in box prices are always like 1 to 5 or something. You know, a lot of the value with those, if you know, when you're getting up into very expensive video games, is when they have the box, the manual, all that stuff with it. For Against is a $50 buy it now. If anyone wants For Against, this is a $50 buy it now. $50 buy it now on For Against. $50 buy it now on that. Let's see. Yeah, it comes with a tissue with notes. Yeah, man. You got the you get free codes with it. I know I know. It was a good joke. It's the kind of joke I would have made. But yeah, I mean, 40th anniversary edition. How old would we be now? Maybe like 45, somewhere between 45 and 50, maybe. When they did the anniversary edition, they should have taken a picture of him now, like whoever that is. Let's see. All right. Missing one. The American Dream is killing me. 45 is 1600 on Discogs. Dang, dude. Yeah, I know we've had a few early Green Day 45s, but I don't remember any that were anywhere near that price range. Maybe like $50 to $100 for some of them, but that must be their first or one of their first things ever put out. Let's see. Stevie Ray Vaughan, how about it? In Shrink. This is a 1989 U.S. Carrollton OG, still in the Shrink with the hype sticker as well. Grammy winner sticker. EX++ near mint minus. No condition notes essentially on this. This is a really nice copy. This is going to be a $35 start. $35 start on Stevie Ray Vaughan. Includes Crossfire, Tightrope, Wall of Denial, Riviera Paradise, and also going up is this record. This is the Yardbirds Little Games. The Yardbirds Little Games. This is interesting. It is an original. It has that A. I can't remember what that is, if that's like a club kind of thing, but this is a 1967 U.S. original copy. It is in stereo. It's a VG copy, but it's a pretty nice looking VG copy. There's just a few marks that are not feelable. Yardbirds Little Games is going to be a $20 start. $20 start on the Yardbirds. And let's see, WS Corey Ross on Whitesnake. Whitesnake is sold to Corey Ross for $39.99. That's the sticker price on that. And it's a 40. I'll keep a lookout for that. YB Yardbirds is at $20 with Brent Ribley and Stevie Ray Vaughan looking for a $35 start. Looking for a $35 start on Stevie Ray Vaughan. Let's get this crate out of here. And I feel like doing another buy now best offer crate. Let's see. Chad can run through all the John stuff when he gets back from his little precious vacation. What is this? Doesn't look good. Let's do this one here. Maybe, what are the tag dates on it? Yeah, this is a good candidate, I believe, for... What about... Can we get crazy with this? No, it's too new to do that. But let's do buy now best offer on this stuff here. Okay. Get this thing over. All right. Need some indie. I know, yeah. Well, I think you might have missed a crate. I had like a whole crate of indie stuff not too long ago, Natasha. Gregory Roberts, the Stevie Ray Vaughan's an original in Shrink with hype sticker EX++ near mint minus. It's got the Grammy Award or Grammy winner sticker on there. And that was just a $35 start. Very nice copy. And Yardbirds is going twice, going three times. It's at $20 with Brent Ribley. Ivan Rychek, the Black Dub, sold to Brent Ribley. That has sold. And let's do it. Let's get into this crate. Buy now, best offer. Bob Dylan, Blood on the Tracks. Great album, $24.99. One of his best. $24.99 on Bob Dylan. Pat Benatar, Get Nervous, $14.99. Buy now, best offer in this crate. Styx, Paradise Theater, $19.99. I bet it's the, it's gotta be the laser edged one, right? I think it's this album. Does this not have the laser edge? No, it's on that side. There we go. Yeah, I'm sure you guys have seen it a million times, but, well, it's not really showing up on the camera very well. So maybe you haven't. Sticks. 1999. Oh, you missed it. Yeah, I thought you might have. I think you tuned in like right after I went through that crate, but we sold most of it. Stevie Ray Vaughan. Let's see. Corey Ross actually bid for. Okay, Gregory Roberts now has it for $45. That's at $45 with Gregory Roberts. The Yardbirds is at $23 with Michael Butler. Michael Butler has that for $23. Brent Ribley, you've been outbid. Brent, you have been outbid on the Yardbirds. Let's see, PB 10, Pat Benatar 10. Pat Benatar, that is sold to Robin Glenn. Stephen Parton, you were second at offer 10 on that. We have Quadrophenia 50th anniversary. I have not seen it. I don't know. I'm like one of the worst people to ask about new vinyl because I don't know what we have ever with new vinyl, unfortunately. And they're all spread all over the place. I don't know. I haven't seen anything like that. I have not seen anything like that, but let's go ahead and make the Yardbirds a final call. Michael Butler has it for $12. I don't know where I got 12 from. 23. Michael Butler has that for 23. Final call on that. Corey Ross, let me know if you want back in on Stevie Ray Vaughan. Oh, you offered 14 for Sticks too. Let's see, Sticks 14. Let's go ahead and sell that to Corey Ross for $14. Thank you. Sticks is sold to you for $14. I'll take it for, I bet you would. I bet you would. I bet Brent would too, though. Michael Butler has that for $23. And that is a final call. Spicoli. Paul Spicoli. I like that last name. No one on Dylan? No one's even going to make an offer on that? Tangled Up in Blue? I mean, even outside of, like, this whole album's just great. If you like Bob Dylan, which I do, but great album. Fleetwood Mac Live, no condition notes, $36.99, 2 LPs. Linda Ronstadt, a retrospective, $24.99. $24.99. Elvis Presley, His Hand in Mine is in shrink, $14.99. Quarter Flash, $14.99. Yardbirds is now at $25 with Carol Puckett. All I know is that I don't know nothing. Yeah, that's true. That's I have a saying that, like, I know I'm not smart, but I'm smart enough to know that I'm dumb. That's like my motto, or not motto, but it's a thing I say when I'm describing myself, that I'm not very intelligent, but I'm smart enough to know that I'm dumb. Let's see. Yardbirds, 27. Michael Butler has it for 27. Carol Puckett, you're out. QF, 12. Quarter Flash, 12. That's sold to Jeff Holsworth for $12. Thank you. SRV out. Let's go ahead and sell Stevie Ray Vaughan to Gregory Roberts for $45. Thank you, Gregory Roberts. Set is sold to you for $45. This is sold for $45 to Gregory Roberts. Thank you very much. Let's scroll down a little bit. Let's see. The Yardbirds, Little Games, is about to be sold quite soon. No, I'm not fishing for compliments. Let's see. This is Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd, Piper at the Gates of Dawn, their debut album. This is a 1978 Canadian reissue. It is in VG Plus condition. It's going to be a $25 start. It does have some wear on the label. $25 start on Pink Floyd. $25 start on Pink Floyd, Piper at the Gates of Dawn, the Canadian import. Let's see. Let's see. Yardbirds. Yardbirds. The birds in the yard are sold to Michael Butler for $27. $27. That's sold to Michael Butler for $27. Thank you, Michael. That is sold to you for $27. All right. Let's get that out of here. And Amber Mathis has the high bid on Pink Floyd, Piper at the Gates of Dawn for $25. And let me mute my mic for just 1 second. I need a little bit more caffeine, I think. All right. This is the last. No, I forgot about these 45s. There's still like 3 boxes of 45s. This is Wheatl's Groove, Seattle's finest in funk and soul, 1965 to 1979. Limited edition 45 box set from Light in the Attic. See, I'm assuming the note is in here. Yep, there it is. It's a 2011 Record Store Day exclusive, limited to 2,000 hand-numbered box sets. This is number 626 out of 2,000. It's got 10 7-inches and a CD. The CD is still sealed, and all the 7 inches are EX or better. It's going to be a $45 start. Wheatl's Groove, a little funk and soul 45 box set, and that is a $45 start. $45 start on that. Westwell, the Pink Floyd is a 1978 Canadian import. 1978 Canadian import. And the high bid on that is 30 with Stephen Pardon. Stephen Pardon has it for $30. Great album. Obviously. Maybe it's not obvious, but I love it. It took me a long time, kind of like I think I was in middle or high school maybe the first time I heard it, and I did not get it. I was not ready for it at all. I was like, this is not the same band, you know, they did like Dark Side of the Moon and stuff, but now it's like one of my favorites in their catalog. I love this Syd Barrett stuff. Let's see, Pink Floyd now is at 31 with Corey Ross. Corey Ross has it for 31. How late am I going? I don't know. Maybe another half hour or an hour or something like that. I don't have a whole lot of auctions left. And, yeah, I don't know. I wanted to at least stream for a couple hours tonight. Just so we don't miss 2 nights in a row. A 1978 Canadian import. Let me get this crate out of the way. And get this up here. All right. Pink Floyd 30, Pink Floyd 31, Pink Floyd 35. Stephen Pardon has the high bid on Pink Floyd at 35, and we're looking for a $45 start on this 7-inch box set. Let's keep going. Hank, this is Hank. Hank Williams Back, Volume 1, 1999. Elvis Country, I'm 10,000 years old. Elvis Country is 1999. Andy Griffith, Just for Laughs, VG copy $12.99. Andy Griffith, $12.99. Willie Nelson, Face of a Fighter. That's one that I don't see too often. VG Plus, $14.99. And everything in here is buy now or best offer. Wheatl's Groove does have a bid with Jim Sedal at $45. Jim Sedal has that for $45. Larry Smith, start typing. Start just typing random letters and maybe you'll get something. Seals and Crofts. 1 and 2. Seals and Crofts is $16.99. Ricky Skaggs, Waiting for the Sun to Shine. Ricky Skaggs is $9.99. Seals and Crofts, Diamond Girl, $9.99. Willie Nelson. All right, Brent, I'll allow it. I know you wanted it for sticker, but that sold to you for $12. You're lucky I don't give you the $2 bump. Sugar Hill, this is Superwolf. Superwolf can do it. Anybody can do it. And Superwolf can do it. Yeah, $19.99. No condition notes on the vinyl. Let's see. Where are we at on Pink Floyd? It's at 35 with Stephen Pardon. That's going twice, going 3 times. Shakedown is out. Amber Mathis said they're out. Thank you for letting me know. Corey Ross, you've been outbid too. This is at 35 with Stephen Pardon. And the 45 box set is a final call. That's at $45 with Jim Sedal. Final call on that. Eagles, their greatest hits. That's an EX copy, $32.99. Sweet Tooth Testing. This is great. You need to get it. It is a reissue, but the original copies are like, it's a private press kind of thing. If you like 70s rock with maybe a little bit of like fuzz, a little bit of psychedelia, it's kind of straightforward, but it's really good. There are maybe a few songs that are like kind of but there are some really, really good tracks on this. It's priced at $59.99. It's a Void reissue. If you know Void Records, and it's numbered 6 of 400. It is $59.99 on red vinyl. $59.99. Make an offer on it. It's worth it. Originals are hundreds of dollars. Very expensive. Pink Floyd out. Pink Floyd out. Thank you guys for letting me know. Pink Floyd's a Final Call. Now, Final Call, that's at $35. And let's see, you're lucky I don't give you the $2 bump. That's true. Brent knows all about the $2 bump. He knows all about the $2 bump. I think he might have even been the one that coined the term $2 Paul. It was either you or Michael Neff. I think Brent is the one who gave me the name $2 Paul. But Wheatl's Groove is sold. That is sold to Jim Siddall for $45. Thank you, Jim. That is sold to you. Some really cool 45 box sets being sold tonight. I think I've got 2 more. These are a little different. This is like a Joyful Noise FlexiDisc series compilation. There's like Birthmark, Built to Spill, Havidia, Hella is even on there. Hella, Zach Hill's old band, Here We Go, Magic, Melvins are on here. Mike Adams, Monotonics, maybe? Rob Crow, Sunlux, Sufjan Stevens, and Kat Martino. The C and Cake is on here, and Y. Numbered out of 1,000. Nice little wooden box set here with some cool artwork. It's a little stamp right there. It's from 2013. It's a 2013 US OG box set of 12 FlexiDisc artists include. Yeah, a lot of the ones I guess I could have just read Laura's note. Should have done that. But this is a $35 start, just a $35 start. There's like the Melvins one right there. Very cool. All of them have picture sleeves. They're all FlexiDiscs. $35 start. If you want to bid on this, maybe just put like Joy or Joyful or JN, something like that. It's a Joyful Noise compilation box set there. And Pink Floyd is sold. Pink Floyd is sold to Stephen Pardon for $35. Thank you, Stephen. That is sold to you for $35. Kelly Wlodarczyk, I thought I said 35, right? I think it's a $35 start, not a $25 start, but yeah, $35 start on that. Kelly Wlodarczyk. It looks like, let's see, Ivan Rychek bid 35. But there's that, and I'm going to wait to put the other one up because the other one is also a Joyful Noise, and I don't want to get the bids out of order or, get confused on that. But Kelly Wlodarczyk has that for 40. Kelly Wlodarczyk has it for 40. Ivan Rychek, you've been outbid. And let me make sure I didn't miss anything else. All right. Sweet Tooth. Very good. Someone should at least make an offer on it. Honeycone, Sweet replies. Honeycone is $14.99. Did I miss any other offers or anything? I just feel like I missed something, but I might not have. RS7. RS7. What was RS? Ricky Skaggs? Larry Smith, did you offer 7 on Ricky Skaggs? If so, that is sold to you for $7. I'm sorry it took me a minute to get back to it. Ricky Skaggs is sold to you for $7. This is Bob Welch, French Kiss, $9.99. The Brave Bulls, music of the Bullfight Ring, La Fiesta Brava, that is $19.99. Ricky Van Shelton, Loving Proof. Ricky Van Shelton is $14.99. $14.99. Back to back, Ricky Van Shelton. This is Wild Eyed Dream, $14.99 on that as well. And let's see. Ivan Rychek is at 45 on the 45s. Kelly Wlodarczyk, you have been outbid. Now it's at 50. All right, now it's at 50 with Kelly Wlodarczyk. So this is still getting bids. That's at 50 with Kelly Wlodarczyk. Ivan Rychik, you've been outbid. Beach Boys, 69. The Beach Boys live in London, $19.99 on that. Elvis in concert, 2 LPs, $19.99 on Elvis. Loverboy, keep it up. Loverboy is VG plus, $14.99. The Beatles, Abbey Road. This is a 1976 orange label. No condition notes on the vinyl, $39.99. $39.99. Man, yeah, this is a very nice looking copy. Very clean copy of Abbey Road there. Not a first press, but not a modern reissue. It's a nice vintage copy there for $39.99. Fleetwood Mac. Fleetwood Mac. Why did my brain just farted. Then Play On. I was thinking, oh well, but that's just a song that's on here. Yeah. Then Play On, $24.99 on Fleetwood Mac. Ivan Rychik, you have been outbid on the Joyful Noise Flexi Disc box set. That is at $50 with Kelly Wlodarczyk. Ivan Rychik, let me know if you want back in on that. Next in the crate, Joan Baez, Diamonds and Rust. It is a Nautilus half-speed master, $74.99 on that. Joan Baez, Diamonds and Rust. And then Brewer and Shipley, Shake Off the Demon, $14.99. Headstone is $14.99. Febreze. Did I miss something? What was Febreze? Febreze. Must have missed something there. I'm going to put it in the one ads. Febreze Joy 55. Fleetwood Mac. Susie Breedlove is going to get Fleetwood Mac. That is sold to Susie Breedlove. Oh, brain fart, yeah. Again, everything in here, this is a buy it now best offer crate. If there's anything in there, if there's anything in here that you want, make an offer. Yeah, my brain definitely farted. How late am I on? I don't know. Probably after this box and the next box sells, I might finish out whatever crate I'm on at that time, and that'll probably be it. This is Relaxing Body and Mind, the relaxation record conceived by the Milton Fair School of Dance and Relaxation, narrated by Milton Fair on Folkways Records. $14.99. It's in shrink too. $14.99 on that. Did I miss Funkadelic? Yeah, you did. That went up earlier today. Joyful Noise out. Thank you for letting me know, Kelly Wlodarczyk. Final call on this Joyful Noise box. That is at 55 with Ivan Rychik. Final call on that. Final call. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, Febreze, brain fart. Stinking up the place with my brain up here. I need some Febreze. Let's see, Relax 10. Kristen Barnett offered 10, and she'll get it for 10. Kristen Barnett gets that for $10. Thank you very much. Encore, Jose Feliciano's finest performances, including Light My Fire, California Dreamin', Rain, $9.99 on Jose Feliciano. Steppenwolf, including the hit Born to Be Wild, $29.99. Stereo copy, $29.99 on that. Elvis, Moody Blue, probably on blue vinyl, right? $34.99. Yep, $34.99 on that. This is Strive, Seek, Find, Burton and Cunico. Burton and Cunico, $9.99. Folk Rock from 1971. Brian Cad, White on White. Brian Cad is sealed. It's a rock record from 1976. $9.99. Let's see, Kiss 3. Chris, I don't know what you're talking about there. Kiss 3. Oh, hey. This, I thought you were like making an offer on a Kiss record for $3. Let's go ahead and put that up. I forgot this was over here. Thank you for reminding me. Kiss Alive 3, that is a sealed 2014 US reissue. $30 start. $30 start on Kiss Alive 3. $30 start on that. And Joyful Noise, this box set is sold to Ivan Rychik for $55. Thank you, Ivan. That's sold to you for $55. And let's go ahead and put up this other one. These boxes are super cool, really well made. I was scared about breaking the box when I first saw these, but I think it's safe. This is a 2015 Box set of 12 flexi discs from Joyful Noise. Artists include King Buzzo from the Melvins, Proto-Martyr, cool, Deerhoof, cool, and more. Limited to 500. This one is only limited to 500 instead of 1,000. I think, yeah, the other one was 1,000, wasn't it? This is number 42 out of 500, and this is a $35 start. $35 start on this one. Who else is on here? Just curious. $35 start on this Joyful Noise box as well. Let's see, what do we have? Arousal, Cloud Nothings, cool, Deerhoof and Celestial Shore. Goblin Thing, King Buzzo Lee, Ronaldo from Sonic Youth, Oneda. Pattern is Movement, Proto-Martyr, Sunny, and the Sunsets. Terra Malos, cool. And Wyoke. I forgot about Terra Malos. If you like math rock, like to the extent of just like insanity, like really noisy, crazy playing, Terra Malos is very good. Very, very good. If you're into that kind of thing. Kiss is at 30 with Chris Frazier. Chris Frazier has that for $30. The high bid on the Joyful Noise box is at 50 with Kelly Wlodarczyk, Natasha Pickett. You've been outbid. Let's see, next in the crate, Jimi. That's Jimi Hendrix, Axis Bold as Love. That is a remaster for $24.99. $24.99 on that. Rush Signals is unopened. $34.99. That's like the audiophile, vinyl pressing, direct metal mastering. Got 2 of those. Buy now, best offer. Everything in this crate. Neil Young with Crazy Horse. Everybody knows this is nowhere. It is a 2009 remastered. This is a really good sounding pressing. Cinnamon Girl, the title track, Down by the River. Got Cowgirl in the Sand. Classic. $34.99 on Neil Young. $34.99 on that. Steve Morse Band, Stand Up. That's $14.99. Final call on Kiss. Kiss Alive 3 is at 30 with Chris Frazier. Final call on that. The Mystics, 16 Golden Classics. The Mystics is $12.99. Danny Wilson, Bebop Mop Top. Bebop Mop Top is $14.99. That's from 1989. Danny Wilson, Bebop Mop Top. Dancer self-titled pop rock record from 1976, $9.99. This is Nils Lofgren, Grin, or is it just Grin? I think it's Nils Lofgren, right? I don't know, $14.99. Yeah, Nils Lofgren. $14.99 on that. Let's see, what was the Tooth LP at the start of the crate? Sweet Tooth, Charlie DeFrank, that was Sweet Tooth. What was it called? Like Testing or something like that? Yeah, Testing. Sweet Tooth, Testing. I've got the same, like, pressing or whatever, this Void reissues. Or Void Records reissue, Sweet Tooth, $59.99 on that. Michael Hamburger is in on Kiss at 31. Kiss is at 31 with Michael Hamburger. Chris Frazier, you've been outbid. Jimmy 15. Jimmy 15, Darren. I'll do 18 on it. $18 on Jimi Hendrix. I'll do 18 on that. Next in the crate, Rick Danko. Rick Danko is $19.99. $19.99. Got 2 of those. Are they both? Oh, this one's VG Plus, $14.99. Then we have a near mint one for $19.99. Darren Chrisman said sold. Sweet Tooth, Testing, that is sold. No, that wrong record. Jimi Hendrix is sold for $18. Jimi Hendrix is sold for $18 to Darren Chrisman. And Kiss is now at 33 with Buddy Cordova. What happened to the Joyful Noise box? I kind of forgot about that. Out. Final call. Let's do a final call on that. Kelly Wlodarczyk has the Joyful Noise box for $50. Final call on that. What's the Kiss item? This is Kiss Alive 3. It's a 2014 remaster. The high bid on it is $35 and it is sealed. It's a sealed remaster from 2014. And the high bid is $35 with Michael Hamburger. All right, let's keep going. Two Guns, Balls Out. Two Guns is $19.99. It's a 1979 Southern rock record. Is it a 180 gram? It is. Yes, that is what this is. 180 gram audiophile vinyl. Valentine is $14.99. Donovan, Slow Down World. Donovan is EX. It's a white label promo, $12.99. Tooth for 45. Sweet Tooth 45. I'll go ahead and sell that to you for 45 bucks. Charlie DeFrank, that is sold to you for $45. Thank you, Charlie. That is sold to you. That is sold to you. Eddie Kendricks. I've got my eyes on you. Eddie Kendricks is EX, $17.99. Doris Troy. This is produced by George Harrison, I think. Yeah, and it features George Harrison, Eric Clapton, Billy Preston. It's VG Plus, $39.99 on Doris Troy. Kisses at 38 with Cameron Koenig. And the Joyful Noise box. Joyful Noise box is sold to Kelly Vladarchik for 50 bucks. Thank you, Kelly. That is sold to you for $50. It's sold to you for 50 bucks. And let's see, did I miss anything else? Kisses at 38, right? Yeah, Cameron Koenig has that for $38. Not Charlie, man, I'm getting people mixed up. Michael Hamburger, you're out. Buddy Cordova says they're out. Thank you for letting me know. Angela Lewis, Valentine info. Valentine was right here. Valentine, 1978 U.S. rock record. No condition notes on the vinyl, $14.99. It's got a gold stamp promo, $14.99 on that. Next, Gene Vincent, greatest. Gene Vincent is EX, $12.99. It's a UK import, $12.99 on Gene Vincent. Earth, Wind, and Fire, I Am, VG Plus, $14.99. Minnie Riperton, Adventures in Paradise. This is a tough one to get. It is G+. It is an OG copy, though, but $9.99 for Minnie Riperton, Maya Rudolph's mother, who had a great voice. She was also in, the Rotary Connection. Great stuff. Final Call on Kiss. Final Call on Kiss. That is at $38 with Cameron Koenig. Final Call, Earth, Wind, and Fire 12. That's sold to Andrew Hawkins for 12 bucks. Thank you, Andrew. That's sold to you. Inside Bugsy. Inside Bugsy. This is Bugsy. Inside Bugsy. VG Plus copy. $11.99 from 1969. This is Locked In 3. Locked In to Surf and Rock and Roll Instrumentals. EX copy, $16.99. It's like a Japanese, I guess it's not all Japanese. It's a Surf and Garage comp from 1996. EX condition, $16.99. Look at that cover, though. It's great. Fantastic. Let's see. Danko Near Mint 15, George. Yeah, I can do that. Where is he? That would be this one right here. Yep, Rick Danko. That one is sold to George Burleson for 15 bucks, and Corey Ross is in on Kiss at 40. So Kiss is at 40. Cameron Koenig, you have been outbid. Got a couple more left in here. Earth, Wind, and Fire. Another Earth, Wind, and Fire. This one is EX, $22.99. This is called Faces. EX, $22.99. Robert Barnett locked in for 10. What was that price? I can't do that. It was $16.99. How about a $2 bump? 12 bucks. $12 on Locked In. Robert Barnett, I'll sell that to you for $12. Mother Hen. Mother Hen. It's got a promo sticker on there. VG Plus, $11.99. It's a country rock promo from 1971. VG Plus, $11.99 on Mother Hen. And then Donny Hathaway in performance. Donny Hathaway is VG Plus, $19.99. $19.99 on that. I'll take Locked for 12. Thank you, Robert. This is sold to Robert Barnett for 12 bucks. Bob Dylan, I'll do 18 on it. I know that's a $3 bump, but it's a nice copy. $18 on Bob Dylan, Blood on the Tracks. I'll do $18 on that one. George Burleson, I'll do 18 on that. And who else was bidding on Kiss? Who was it? Cameron Koenig. Let me know if you want back in on that. That's a final call. Final call on Kiss Alive 3. That is at $40 with Corey Ross. Final call on that. I'm going to recap this crate very quickly. I'm just going to read the artists and titles. If you need to know condition or price, or you want to make an offer on anything in here, if you want to make an offer on the entire crate, just let me know. We've got Fleetwood Mac Live, Linda Ronstadt, a retrospective, Elvis Presley is Hand in Mine, Hank, Elvis Country still available, Andy Griffith Just for Laughs, Seals and Crofts 1 and 2, Seals and Crofts Diamond Girl, Bob Dylan is sold to George Burleson for $18. Thank you, George. That's sold to you for $18. And Kiss now has another bid at $42. Corey Ross, you've been outbid. Cameron Koenig has that for $42. Corey Ross, you are out. This was Super Wolf on the Sugar Hill label. Eagles, Greatest Hits. Honeycomb, Sweet Replies. Bob Welch, French Kiss. The Brave Bulls, Music of the Bullfight Ring. Ricky Van Shelton, Living Proof. Another Ricky Van Shelton, Wild Eyed Dream. Beach Boys, 69, the Beach Boys Live in London. You scroll down. Let's see, Eels. Kelly, I don't know. I don't think I said anything about Eels, did I? Eels? I don't know. Let's see. Corey Ross is now at 44 on Kiss. Cameron Koenig, you've been outbid. And the ones I just read, Eels. Did I read Eels? Oh, was it Eagles? Eagles. Maybe I spoke too fast. Fleetwood Mac Live, Year and Condition. Let's see. That was back here somewhere. Where was it? Yeah, first one in here. So this should be from 1980. There's no barcode, no condition note. It's either $36.99 and let's see. There's one of the original inner sleeves, and there is the other. So yeah, it's got both original inner sleeves. No condition notes on the vinyl. A really nice looking copy. $36.99 is the sticker price. Which kisses up, we've got Kiss Alive 3 sealed. It is the 2014 180 gram remaster. It's sealed, and the high bid on it is $44 with Corey Ross. Yeah, it is sealed. Yeah, it is sealed. That is sealed. Yeah, sorry, I don't know, maybe Chad's accent is contagious. I'm standing on Chad's turf, and maybe the way he pronounces things is bleeding into me. Let's see. Now Kiss is at 45. 45 with Cameron Koenig. Kiss is at 45. Elvis in concert still available. Loverboy, Keep It Up. Beatles, Abbey Road, that's still available. Nice copy. Joan Baez, Diamonds and Rust. Brewer and Shipley, Shake Off the Demon. Headstone. Encore, Jose Feliciano's Finest Performances. Steppenwolf still available. Elvis, Moody Blue, both RVS 20. Let's make it 22. Yeah, how about another $2? I guess it's $1 bump per album, but 22 nice copies there. 11 and 11 on those. Robin Glenn, I'll sell those to you. Fanger. Does Chad say Fanger? I'm sure he does. I'm just making sure there wasn't anything in here called Fanger, was there? Or Finger? Bad Fanger? Nope. Let's see. I'm not from, well, I'm kind of from Tennessee, but not really. Grew up mostly in Ohio. How much was Elvis? Well, we've got Moody Blue, that's on blue vinyl, $34.99. I think there were a few more towards the back here too, right? Elvis in Concert, $19.99. And then Elvis Country, that's also $19.99. And Elvis, His Hand in Mine is $14.99 as well. The covers, there you go. Loving Proof and Wild Eyed Dream. How much is Abbey Road? Scott Margheim, let me check on that. Abbey Road. Abbey Road. I think it was $39.99. Yeah, it's a nice. It is a orange capital label. It's like mid 70s, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, really nice though. $39.99. It's tagged as 1976. Yeah, nice copy there. Sold. All right. Robin Glenn gets these two Ricky Van Sheltons for $11 and $11. Those are sold. Those are sold to Robin Glenn. What else? Scott Markheim. It's not an OG. I think I was about to give kind of the same spiel I did earlier, but it's not an original copy. It's also not a new copy. It's a nice vintage copy though, and it's clean. It's kind of nice to just be able to find any kind of vintage copy of Abbey Road or any Beatles record that's in nice condition. Let's see. Did I miss anything else? Scott Mark. Someone else has. Oh, about the Elvis records. John Griffin, let me know if you're interested in any of those Elvis records at all. Pass for now, no problem. And these are buy it now or best offer. Feel free to make an offer on anything in this crate. This is Strive, Seek, Find, Burton, and Cunico. Also, Final Call on Kiss. I don't know what happened on that. Oh, he said out. Cameron Koenig did say out. Let's go ahead and sell it to Corey Ross. Corey Ross gets this Kiss Alive 3 for $47. Thank you very much. That is sold to you for $47. I'm going to finish going through this crate, and then that's going to be it for the sale tonight. This is Brian Cad, White on White. Rush, Signals. Rush, Signals. Neil Young, everybody knows This Is Nowhere. Steve Morse Band, Stand Up. The Mystics, 16 Golden Classics. Danny Wilson, Bebop Mop Top. Dancer, Nils Lofgren, Grin. Rick Danko, still got one copy of that left. That was the VG Plus one for $14.99. And then we have Two Guns, Balls Out. Donovan, Slow Down World, that's a white label promo. Eddie Kendricks, I've Got My Eyes on You. Doris Troy is still available. Valentine, Gene Vincent, Greatest. Minnie Riperton, Adventures in Paradise. Bugsy, Inside Bugsy. And then Earth, Wind, and Fire. Mother Hen, and Donny Hathaway in Performance. Donny Hathaway in Performance. And that's everything in there. We've gone through all the auctions as well. All the LPs, 45 boxes. It's a lot of Japanese, but we had zero luck with any of it. Two Guns price. Let's see. Two Guns. Two Guns. Balls Out. Two Guns was $19.99. It's a Southern Rock record from 1979 on Capricorn. It's on the Capricorn label. Capricorn label. $19.99 on Two Guns. Scully Mac, if you're interested in that at all. How much for Rush Signals, Robert Barnett? I think it was $34.99. It's a, it's like a new sealed audiophile copy. Yeah, or not sealed, but it's unopened. It's got those. It's in one of those resealable sleeves. $34.99. $34.99 on Rush. $34.99 on that. Best deal on Mystics. Let's do 10 on it. Where was that? I thought it was closer to the front here. And I think it was $12.99, right? Best deal on Mystics. Michael Rudolph. I think if it was $12.99, I'll do $10 on it. There it is. Yeah, the Mystics 16 Golden Classics. Yeah. No condition notes. It's in shrink. I'll do $10 on that if you want. Pass on Rush, no problem. Scully Mac. Asked about Two Guns, no problem. Man, I still haven't seen the Zeppelin. I keep forgetting about it. I keep forgetting. I haven't opened my Netflix app in probably like 2 months. Nils Lofgren, how much? Good question. Where was that? No, that was towards the front as well. There he is. $14.99. $14.99. Let's see. Michael Rudolph. Said sold. Cool. Mystics. This is sold to Michael Rudolph for $10. Thank you, Michael. That is sold to you. Pass on Rush. Pass on 2 guns. No problem. Set these back in here. And I guess that's it. I think that's everything. Alright. Alright. Yeah. We're all caught up. And that is going to be it. That's going to be it for me. I appreciate everybody tuning in. We will be back tomorrow. I don't know. Tomorrow maybe? They're probably expecting me to do a sale tomorrow. And I'll probably do it. We'll see what happens. Either I'm doing a sale tomorrow or I'm not. We're definitely doing one on Monday. Do you remember Little Feat in the new LP crates tonight? I don't remember seeing any Little Feat tonight. Let me think. Where was that? I think this was the second one that I should. Where's the first one? I think it was this one. So there's Johnny Cash, White Lion, Michael Jackson, Pearl Jam, Billy Idol, Judas Priest, Metal Massacre, Warrant, Megadeth, Slayer, Sting, Townes Van Zandt, Ministry, Slow Thrust, Petra, Wheatus, Van Halen, Portishead Dummy. Someone needs to pick up Portishead Dummy for sure. The Psychedelic Furs, Talk Talk, Mudhoney, Stereolab, Sparks, George Harrison, and Coldplay. That was all the new vinyl in the first crate. That was all of the vinyl from the first crate of new vinyl. Let's see. Blaine Zapnick sold on Nils Lofgren. That is sold to Blaine Zapnick. Thank you very much. And what's the best turntable to buy? If you don't have one at all and you just want like a good starter one, maybe just a Audio-Technica. Audio-Technica. I can't remember the cat number. It's like AT120 or something like that. They're like maybe $100, $150, somewhere in that range. $100, $150, and they're fine. They're not bad. You can also upgrade them, like upgrade the cartridge, needle, anything like that, you know. But yeah, it's a good starter turntable for sure. Thanks, Scott. Thank you, Carol. Thank you, guys. What else did I miss? What Zepp is in the... Oh, there's one more. If you're still tuned in and still playing the drinking game, take one more shot. We got Led Zeppelin, How the West Was Won. It's the Super Deluxe box set with 3 CDs, 4 LPs, the DVD. It's got an HD audio download card. It has an individually numbered album cover art print and a 52-page book. That is a new sealed copy for $214.99. $214.99. Matthew Sherrick, if you're interested in that, let me know. $214.99 on that. And let me know if you want that. If not, all good. Which Slayer album? Man, I can't remember the name of this one. It's one that I think might have been out of print for a long time, possibly. Where did it go, though? Dang, it's gone. Hold on. Let me flip through these again. There's only one copy of it in here somewhere. Where is it? There it is. It is called Undisputed Attitude. Slayer Undisputed Attitude. Already have it. No problem. No problem. I think that's maybe the 6th shot for everybody that's playing the game, playing the drinking game. Let's see. I got that. I got the Nils Lofgren for you, Blaine Zapnick. I got that. Let's see, who was it that asked about the Slayer? Brian Campbell, let me know about that. It was new and sealed for $34.99. $34.99 on Slayer. Brian Campbell, let me know. Got dibs on it if you want. If not, then Jeff Brindley might be interested in it. But I only have one I only have one copy left. Do I still? Oh yeah. I play records at home at least 3 or 4 times a week minimum. And out of those times, there's usually a night or two where there will be 3, 4, 5 different records getting played in a sitting. Sorry about no things. Not too fond of it. No problem. No problem. When did this one originally come out? 96. That's why it doesn't show up as often. Jeff Brindley, if you're interested in that Slayer, it is still available, and you can claim it if you want it. And that would be the last sale of this invoice cycle. The pressure is on you, Jeff. Do you want to make the last purchase of the invoice cycle or not? That's cool too. But there's a lot of pressure. All right, he'll take it. There it is. That is sold to Jeff Brindley. Thank you very much. Thank you guys for tuning in.